Hello, welcome to the Fanfic Majesty. 1N. Chapter 1. Next chapter. Advertisement. Konoha Village, March 13th, 47 years. Konoha Village. In a small wood nearby. The two figures are constantly flickering, and between their fists, a deafening roar erupts, causing the surrounding trees to be constantly broken. Boom. Another dull collision sounded. One of them, wearing a green tights and combing a watermelon head, walked back dozens of steps, and after smashing a few big trees, he came to a halt. Seeing this scene, the other is dressed in a black tight-fitting combat uniform with white laminated armor on the outside. The handsome-looking teenager, with his mouth slightly raised, rubbed his fist slowly. Guy, you lost again. Youth is passionate, I won't be discouraged. Hearing these words, the boy with thick eyebrows combing the watermelon head suddenly got up from the ground, showing his white teeth, and said excitedly, Ryujin, let's continue. No, I should go to work to check in. Uchiha Ryujin took out a white clown mask, slowly put it on his cheek, and said in a low voice, your physical skills are not strong enough. Let's add 3,000 push-ups today. It is good. Might Guy grinned and stretched out his right thumb to make a po, and said, youth is passionate. Starting today, I will practice crazy. Okay. Uchiha Ryujin nodded silently while wearing a clown mask. By the way, Ryujin. But, advertisement. At this moment, Might Guy seemed to have thought of something, and said very seriously, do you really want to go down like this? Don't you do something for Konoha Village? I patrol the streets every day, and I am also serving Konoha Village. Uchiha Ryujin shrugged calmly and said disapprovingly. You. It seemed that he had expected this answer a long time ago. Might Guy could only shook his head in hatred of iron and steel, and then a bright smile was put on his cheeks. What else can you say? For Uchiha Ryujin, Might Guy sincerely treats him as his friend. Of course, he also has a gifted friend. He graduated from the ninja school at the age of 5 and officially became Genin, was promoted to Chunin at the age of 6, and was promoted to Jonin Hitaki Kakashi at the age of. Unfortunately, Kakashi, who was promoted to Jonin some time ago. Affected by the Battle of Shinsebi Bridge, that is, Rin Nohara and Uchiha Obito died in the battle, the spirit and mind were severely traumatized. After returning to Konoha Village, they fell into depression and decadence. The Uchiha Ryujin in front of him is in the same class as Kakashi. He also graduated from ninja school at the age of 5 and became Genin, and became Chunin at the age of 6. He has not yet undergone the assessment for promotion to Jonin. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. But, Might Guy knows. Uchiha Ryujin should have the strength of Jonin long ago. When Uchiha Ryujin was in the Chunin exam, he showed his amazing talent, but it attracted the attention of all parties. Anbu, the Roots, including Orochimaru and Jiraiya, one of the 3 ninjas, have extended an olive branch to the genius Uchiha Ryujin. Unfortunately, Uchiha Ryujin chose the Konoha Village garrison force. At that time, it caused a huge sensation. After all, the Konoha garrison was simply responsible for maintaining the law and order of the village. The addition of Uchiha Ryujin was an overkill and could not play any role in training and growth. Finally, advertisement. Because of the Uchiha clan. Anbu, fundamentally, Orochimaru and others are silent about the fact that Uchiha Ryujin joined the Konoha security force. Now, years have passed. Kakashi has been on the battlefield countless times, and the teacher has the title of Yellow Flash, Namikaze Minato. Uchiha Ryujin has been in the Konoha security forces. If it were not the name of the original genius, many people might have forgotten Uchiha Ryujin. As for the reason, on the one hand, there are too many geniuses in Konoha Village. On the other hand, Uchiha Ryujin has been too low-key these years. Okay, I'm leaving now. Seeing the look of Might Guy, Uchiha Ryujin stretched out and said, I hope your physical skills will be stronger in the next match. Yes, he is a traverser. It's been almost 11 years since I came to the world of Naruto. My parents died in a mission, and when they learned that they had crossed to the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Ryujin himself broke down, because he, who is familiar with the plot, knows the fate of the Uchiha clan, and also knows how thoroughly the Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Itachi were brainwashed by the will of fire. Therefore, Uchiha Ryujin has been practicing hard since he was a child, wanting to change his destiny by strength. Relying on his mental power and cognition far beyond his peers, Uchiha Ryujin graduated from ninja school at the age of 5, became Genin, and became Chunin at the age of 6. If there is no accident, in order to avoid being targeted by Danzo and Orochimaru, he will pretend to be caught brainwashing of the will, join the Anbu controlled by 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. Unfortunately, advertisement. When I was promoted to Chunin. When an accident happened, he awakened a god-level sign-in system. Sign in at any place, you can get a random reward, and you can also set a permanent sign-in point, and you can get better rewards when you sign in where the system is refreshed. Ever since, Uchiha Ryujin of the Awakening system made a decisive decision and set Konoha Village as the permanent check-in location. At the same time, it also changed the original plan. I was too lazy to join Anbu and was constrained by 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. Instead, he joined the Konoha security force. After joining the Konoha village garrison, Uchiha Ryujin is not a naive person, and he is not out of the limelight. On the contrary, he has become salty. While commuting to get off work on time every day, he quietly practiced signing in to improve his strength. While doing things low-key, he watched the changes. Ryujin, don't worry, my physical skills will definitely become stronger. Soon, after a very passionate shout, Might Guy once again put on a pose that he thought was handsome, and started doing push-ups on the spot. Row. Ha. There was a sound of breaking through the air. Uchiha Ryujin seemed to perceive something, and the corners of his mouth curled up inadvertently. Then, his body turned into an afterimage and disappeared. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 2. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Konoha Village. Naruto office. Physique. Oh, what a pity. I saw 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was able to use the 5 chakra attributes freely, was proficient in all ninjutsu Konoha, and enjoyed the title of Professor of Ninjutsu, frowned, looked at the crystal on the desk, and sighed involuntarily. And in the crystal, surprisingly, it is the back of Uchiha Ryujin flying towards the Konoha garrison. Yes, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen is using the telescope technique. Monitor Uchiha Ryujin. Why bother? It is wise to practice ninjutsu and pupil skills with your talents, but to major in physical skills, it is too violent. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen took out the cigarette rod slowly, narrowed his eyes, and took a sip. All the time. For the genius Uchiha Ryujin. Sarutobi Hiruzen is very concerned about it. To be more precise, he is very concerned about the geniuses of the Uchiha clan, and he wants to take the Uchiha clan genius into his bag, and use the will of fire to influence it. The results of it. This Uchiha Ryujin chose to join the Konoha Guard after the Chunin exam. On the surface of Uchiha Ryujin's choice, Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't have any reaction, but there was a bad cry in his heart. Because the Uchiha clan has always done more harm than good to Konoha village. Now Uchiha Ryujin, a genius who joins the Konoha garrison, will definitely increase the strength of the Uchiha clan as long as he grows up. Ever since, after Uchiha Ryujin joined the Konoha garrison, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen will monitor Uchiha Ryujin secretly when there is nothing to do. I want to know about Uchiha Ryujin's strength growth. Advertisement. Secretly also acquiesced in route surveillance Uchiha Ryujin. Result. Sarutobi Hiruzen never thought of it. This Uchiha Ryujin, after joining the Konoha garrison, he became more low-key and mediocre, and didn't practice any ninjutsu and pupil skills, and Sharingan, who had opened his eyes, hadn't used it much. Instead, he had a soft spot for physical skills. The growth of physical training is limited, and this Uchiha Ryujin is mostly abolished. I don't know how long it has been. Sarutobi Hiruzen exhaled a puff of white smoke, a wisp of wisdom flashed in his eyes. Joke. Almost all ninjas majored in chakra and ninjutsu. But, Uchiha Ryujin did the opposite. On the surface, his physical fitness is very strong, but, in front of the real shadow-level powerhouse, there will be no use for eggs. I haven't seen it in a few years. Has Kakashi grown up yet? The practice of Uchiha Ryujin, at first glance, knows that he has gone astray. The Uchiha clan, another genius of you has fallen. One day, the Uchiha clan will be like the Senju clan and will gradually be disintegrated. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Forget it, there is no need to monitor a waste man who has refined physical skills. The 3 wars are about to end, and I should put my mind on business. A few seconds later, Sarutobi Hiruzen took out a folder from the drawer and crossed a name on one of the files with a pen. However, soon Sarutobi Hiruzen put a question mark on the name, and he wanted to let someone try it out. If anyone is here, you will find that the files in this folder record the basic information of the ninjas of the Uchiha clan. Ranked first is Uchiha Fugaku, the current patriarch of the Uchiha clan, and second is Uchiha Shisui, who is still fighting for Konoha on the battlefield. Among them, the patriarch Uchiha Fugaku's name is red, and the mark behind it is the emblem of the Uchiha clan. And the name of Uchiha Shisui. But it is black, with the Konoha village emblem on the back. Advertisement. At the same time, perceiving the moment when the sense of voyeurism disappeared, Uchiha Ryujin, who was on the move, finally revealed a hint of mockery at the corner of his mouth. Special. It's hard to be a genius. It is even more difficult to be a genius of the Uchiha clan. Especially after he chose to join the Konoha garrison under the control of the Uchiha clan. Ninjas with roots within a few minutes, Anbu's ninjas, and 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Orochimaru, one of the 3 ninjas, sent people to observe him in secret. Had it not been for him to sign in and get observation haki, he had extremely keen perception, perhaps he would have been exposed long ago. Of course, low-key doesn't mean nothing is exposed. Over the years, Uchiha Ryujin has taken the initiative to expose his perseverance in learning physique, and has a deep knowledge of physique. He just wants to hide from the sky and let Sarutobi Hiruzen, Shimura Danzo and others relax their vigilance against him. When I think of this, Uchiha Ryujin's eyes were unabashedly happy. A few years ago, during the Chunin exam, the god-level sign-in system is awakened. He did not hesitate to set Konoha village as a permanent check-in area, and signed in Konoha village low-key. Checking in at the place where the system is refreshed will get better rewards and higher value. You can also check in at the same place continuously. Of course, when you check in at the same place, the reward value you get is not very high. System, I want to look at my own property panel. After a while, Uchiha Ryujin moved his mind and ordered silently. Ding. Host's property panel is being generated. Ding. The property panel is generated. Dash 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 dash. Host. Uchiha Ryujin. Age. Advertisement. Resident sign-in area. Konoha village. Accumulated valuable rewards for sign-in. Whitebeard's template. One of the 4 emperors. Unlock 40%. Marine 6 styles proficient. Fire style fire extinguishment. Observation haki advanced. Refresh time of the next sign-in location. Days. Note. Sign in at the sign-in location refreshed by the system, and you can get rich rewards. Dash 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 dash. The system-specific sign-in location will be refreshed in 1 day. Uchiha Ryujin glanced around quickly and nodded very satisfied. Yes, in theory, he can sign in unlimitedly anywhere in Konoha village. But, the rewards for signing in are limited, and the value is not very high. It is a pity that people want to discard it every time, and, the value of signing in where the system is refreshed is very high. For example, the place where the system was refreshed last time was the Uchiha clan. He went to sign in and got the template of Whitebeard, one of the 4 emperors. In normal times, he checked in at Uchiha's clan uninterruptedly, only to get some silver tails and some messy things. And for Whitebeard's template, originally, he wants to integrate directly. But the small body doesn't allow it. Once it is forced to merge, I am afraid it will not explode and die. Therefore, we can only gradually integrate the Whitebeard template, one of the 4 emperors, through the form of slowly unlocking. Don't think it's only 40% fusion now. But, Uchiha Ryujin's physical fitness has already achieved a transformation. It should be a breeze to beat a Jonin with 1 punch. The only thing that makes Uchiha Ryujin uncomfortable is that maybe he unlocks too few fusions, and he can't use the ability of Whitebeard Shock Fruit. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 3. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The only thing that made Uchiha Ryujin upset was that perhaps too few unlocked fusions, the power of Whitebeard's shock fruit, he couldn't use it yet. But, Rao is so. Practice in physical skills. Uchiha Ryujin has undergone earth-shaking changes. No hurry, take your time, and report to Konoha security forces first. After a few seconds, accompanied by a sound of breaking through the air, Uchiha Ryujin's body turned into an afterimage. If someone is here, you will be very surprised to find that Uchiha Ryujin uses the explosive reaction force generated by stepping on the ground dozens of times in an instant, second, to move at high speed. Konoha village. The area north of the center. I only heard the sound of breaking through the air. Many ninjas with cat face masks appeared here at an extremely fast speed, and then gradually approached a building. From a distance. Advertisement. On the top of the building, there are 6 characters of the Konoha Guard Force. Yes, this is the location of the Konoha Guard Force. In the beginning, Second Hokage Senju Tobarama established the Konoha Police Force in order to contain the Uchiha clan. It also stipulates that members of the Uchiha clan should be responsible for maintaining the security and stability of the Konoha shinobi village, formulating the rules of the village, strengthening and maintaining the order and security of Konohagakure, and arresting criminals and ninjas but excluding Anbu directly under Naruto. Sometimes it also supports Anbu to participate in the security work of the village. However, the powers of the police force are also limited. For example, in matters involving Anbu, they cannot interfere. In doing so, it not only expresses Second Hokage's trust in the Uchiha clan, but also observes the Uchiha clan's every move. And with the establishment of Konoha police force, it also made the reputation and power of the Uchiha clan reach its peak in Konoha. Arrived. An afterimage flashed away. Uchiha Ryujin's body appeared right in front of the Konoha Security Forces building. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. It seems that compared with Anbu, the base of the roots, the Konoha garrison station is much more upright. Looking at the building in front of him, Uchiha Ryujin's eyes flashed with a flash of playfulness, muttering to himself said a sentence. If he remembers correctly, the roots and Anbu's residence seem to be underground, just like shameless people. It's a pity, it won't be long before the Konoha garrison will be suppressed and squeezed out. The next moment, Uchiha Ryujin seemed to have thought of something and sighed involuntarily. It's currently 47 years of Konoha, and it's not long since the Nine Tails chaos. After the Nine Tails turmoil, the conflict between the Uchiha clan and Konoha's senior management intensified, which will have a series of influences, including Konoha's security forces. If we say that before the Nine Tails chaos, the ninja of the Uchiha clan of the Konoha security force is still a policeman. Advertisement. So after the Nine Tails, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan of Konoha's security forces were at best a city management, and they were collectively rejected by Konoha's senior management and the major families. Of course, currently, the Nine Tails incident has not happened yet. The relationship between the Uchiha clan and the high-level Konoha village is still moderate. System. Sign in at the Konoha village garrison. A few seconds later, Uchiha Ryujin didn't bother to think so much, and simply ordered it. Ding. The sign in is successful. Congratulations to host for acquiring fire-style impatience technique and % experience. Ding. The reward has been distributed to the system space, and the host can check it at any time. Hearing the prompt sound of the system, Uchiha Ryujin's mind moved slightly, and the specific information of the reward came out. Open black lens bracket fire-style impatience technique. Continuously spit out fireballs from the mouth. The attack track is like the fruit of the impatience flowers. The trajectory of the fireball can be manipulated by chakra. Once the host accepts it, it will be mastered instantly, without the need for Jujin, just one shot with both hands. Close black lens bracket. Whitebeard's template has been unlocked to 4%, plus %. Now host has unlocked the Whitebeard template by 4%. Close black lens bracket. Is acceptable. Glancing roughly, Uchiha Ryujin nodded lightly. This time I checked in and got good things. At least I mastered a ninjutsu and unlocked the Whitebeard template. Ryujin, hurry up, the captain seems to be back today. It seems that there are still big things to be announced. In vain. Just at this time, two ninjas wearing cat face masks hurried over, saw some stunned Uchiha Ryujin, and said something urgently. Uchiha Iron Fire. Uchiha Rice Fire, you said the captain is back. Hearing these words, Uchiha Ryujin frowned and said in an unbelievable way, didn't Captain Uchiha Fugaku go to participate in World War III? Didn't he come back so soon? Advertisement. Yes. These two guys in front of me. That is, Uchiha Iron Fire and Uchiha Rice Fire. He is one of the few friends of Uchiha Ryujin in the Konoha garrison. Yes, you only focus on cultivating physical skills all day. Uchiha Tiehuo said with excitement, the three wars are coming to an end, and our Konoha village has basically secured the final victory. Ha ha ha. When it comes to the three wars, Uchiha Inahuo seemed to be a little excited, and laughed proudly. This time Kurigakure was beaten by our Uchiha clan. Uchiha Ryujin smiled inadvertently when he heard the words. Let the Uchiha clan who are good at fire style face the Kurigakure, who is good at water style. Perhaps this is the great love Konoha executives have for Uchiha clan. Let's go. We walked and said. Uchiha Tetsuho and Uchiha Inahu didn't notice the strangeness of Uchiha Ryujin, and they walked towards the Konoha security forces building in no particular order. Okay, alright. Uchiha Ryujin shrugged indifferently, and followed closely behind. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 4. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. More than 10 minutes later, the Konoha Guard Force building. In a huge meeting room, Uchiha Ryujin saw many ninjas of the Uchiha clan coming back from the battlefield. Most of them wore cat face masks or black cloaks. No one spoke, but the invisibility of killing them was constantly going on. Spread. No doubt, these people are almost all elite ninjas who have really experienced countless fights. It is also the elite force of the Uchiha clan. In the back row, Uchiha Ryujin, Uchiha Iron Fire, Uchiha Rice Fire found their respective positions and sat down silently. And Uchiha Ryujin also from the mouth of Uchiha Ryujin and Uchiha Iron Fire. Knowing something, that is, on the front of Konoha village and Kurigakure, the Uchiha clan was actually suppressed by Kurigakure at first. But, at a critical moment, Uchiha Shisui of the Uchiha clan stood up. Using super illusion and body flicker technique to suppress Kurigakure's offensive abruptly, Kurigakure was defeated steadily, and in the end he was called Shisui Shisui, to shock the world. Of course, there is also an episode in this. Originally, Uchiha Fugaku, the leader of the Konoha security forces, wanted to take the initiative. But Konoha village focused on the overall situation and instructed Uchiha Shisui to take action, and Uchiha Shisui did not disappoint Konoha village, suppressing the Mist Shinobi force, and also played the title of Uchiha's strongest fantasy ninja. When talking about these things, advertisement. Uchiha Iron Fire and Uchiha Rice Fire haven't noticed anything, only the pride of being the Uchiha clan and the admiration of Uchiha Shisui in words. After all, the strong, it is respected everywhere. Especially when Uchiha Shisui led the Uchiha clan to defeat the Mist Shinobi army. It's a pity. Uchiha Ryujin rubbed his head with a headache. This, damn politics, thinking about it, it's a brain pain. Of course, Uchiha Ryujin knows the wishful thinking that Konoha's executives played. That is, through Uchiha Shisui, to grab the credit that should belong to Uchiha Fugaku. As for the reason, of course, in another way, Uchiha Fugaku has self-knowledge and withdrew from the 4th Hokage competition. It's just that he didn't expect. This Uchiha Shisui will be brainwashed so badly by the will of fire. I did not expect that, as the patriarch of the Uchiha clan and the captain of the Konoha garrison, Uchiha Fugaku could compromise so easily. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Perhaps you still have hope for Shisui. In the end, Uchiha Ryujin sighed silently in his heart, and then he didn't bother to think so much. Anyway, there is still a long time before the Uchiha clan is destroyed. He has enough time to sign in and become stronger. Waiting for the night of the genocide, he will organize a big surprise for the Uchiha clan, Konoha village, and Akatsuki. Not long after the ninjas of the Konoha security force are almost there. Uchiha Fugaku walked in with a serious face, and behind him was a beautiful child. Judging from the child's expression and body breath, Uchiha Ryujin knows that the child has been on the battlefield after a little bit of perception. Uchiha Itachi. Advertisement. Uchiha Ryujin shook his head in disdain. What else can I say? Compared to Uchiha Shisui, this Uchiha Itachi is even more disgusting. Because the Uchiha clan has Sharingan, there are some abnormal spiritual fluctuations, but it's not you. Uchiha Itachi annihilates the Uchiha clan and protects his younger brother. After all, in addition to ninjas, the Uchiha clan has many civilians. Of course, he, who is familiar with the plot, does not want to change Uchiha Itachi's thoughts. If you are brainwashed by the will of fire, then on the night of the genocide, you will be beaten back to your original form. Isn't it a good thing? Anyway, fist is the last word, he still signs in silently to become stronger. When one day, he can blow Konoha village with a fist, maybe the senior officials of Konoha village will speak calmly. Then, Konoha village, which is shrouded by the will of fire, will not have so many conspiracies. After this war, the Third Ninja World War is almost over. Soon, after entering the conference room, Uchiha Fugaku stood in his place, let Uchiha Itachi stand behind him, took a deep breath, and said in a deep voice, "Our Konoha security forces are also perfectly completed. Mission: defeated the Mist Shinobi army. Captain Fugaku, where is Uchiha Shisui?" After hearing this sentence, a Uchiha ninja from the security forces asked with some confusion. Yeah, what about Uchiha Shisui? This time Uchiha Shisui has done a great job, hitting the prestige of our Uchiha clan and Haki. Haha, Shisui's prestige is famous throughout the world of shinobi. Quote. Beginning with a Uchiha ninja, many Uchiha guard ninjas in the conference room showed unabashed pride on their cheeks. Advertisement. As the proud members of the Uchiha clan, they were born with Sharingan. Now Uchiha Shisui has made Kamui again, but from the side, the Uchiha clan's power are displayed to the fullest. The results of it. Guys from the Uchiha clan return now. As one of the protagonists, Uchiha Shisui did not appear in the meeting room, which is undoubtedly something abnormal. After hearing this, Uchiha Fugaku hesitated for a while before he solemnly said, Uchiha Shisui has gone to see Lord Third Hokage. It should be for us Uchiha clan to ask for help. Puff. The voice hasn't fallen yet. Uchiha Ryujin, who has not spoken all the time, finally couldn't help but laugh. Of course, after listening to this sentence. In fact, it's not just Uchiha Ryujin who was smiling. Even most of the elite ninjas of the Uchiha clan in the conference room smiled triumphantly. The only difference is that Uchiha Ryujin's laughter is full of sarcasm and disdain, while most elite ninjas of the Uchiha clan laugh with pride and pride. Obviously, I am very satisfied with Uchiha Shisui's behavior. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 5. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Looking at the excited ninjas of the Uchiha clan. Right in front of him, Uchiha Fugaku's expression remained unchanged, but he sighed involuntarily in his heart. Others may not have noticed it yet, but he has already noticed that this Uchiha Shisui looks like Ishin belongs to the Uchiha clan, but in fact he often turns his elbow out. Just like this time. As a great hero on the battlefield, the first thing Uchiha Shisui did when he returned to Konoha village was to meet 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. But, Uchiha Shisui is also a ninja of the Uchiha clan anyway. Therefore, Uchiha Fugaku still has confidence in Uchiha Shisui. He firmly believes that at a critical moment, Uchiha Shisui should know how to choose, and he will stand on the side of the Uchiha clan. What is the meaning of life? At this time, the elite ninjas of the Uchiha clan looking at the meeting room, Uchiha Itachi standing next to Uchiha Fugaku, unconsciously fell into confusion and incomprehension. On the battlefield, he witnessed his companion being killed. After experiencing life and death several times, Itachi, who was only 4 or 5 years old, deeply felt the cruelty of ninja war in his heart. Maybe the will of fire is the best choice. The next moment, the precocious Uchiha Itachi seemed to have thought of something. He squeezed his fist slightly, and made a decision silently in his heart. That is to find a time to meet Uchiha Shisui, who is also a teacher and friend. Well, I have one more thing to announce. After a while, Uchiha Fugaku narrowed his eyes, took a deep breath, and said in a shocking voice, the 3 wars are almost over. This time, although our Konoha village won a great victory, we still suffered heavy losses. I got news that Konoha executives will elect 4th Hokage in the near future. Advertisement. What? 4th Hokage? Captain Uchiha Fugaku, our Uchiha clan must recommend you. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, are you going to abdicate? Quote. In an instant, the huge conference room was boiling. Just kidding. Naruto, as the highest leader of Konoha Shinobi Village, the country of fire, will have a profound impact no matter who is in office. If you were a little bolder. Captain Uchiha Fugaku has become 4th Hokage, can the Uchiha clan take it to the next level? Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Select 4th Hokage. Whitetooth committed suicide, Tsunade fears blood, Jiraiya's heart is not on Naruto, Orochimaru will defect in the end, and can play a king title into bronze. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen is also a ruthless character. In the last row, Uchiha Ryujin put his arms around his chest and curled his lips in disapproval. As a traverser, he certainly knew that Uchiha Fugaku would withdraw from this 4th Hokage competition. To be more precise, the senior level of Konoha village, that is, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, already has a candidate for 4th Hokage. Yes, it was Namikaze Minato, who became famous in the 3 world wars. At present, Konoha village seems to have won 3 wars, and it is also known as the #1 ninja village in the ninja world, but, in terms of strength, it is already riddled with internal defects. Advertisement. As for why 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen likes Namikaze Minato. On the one hand, because of Namikaze Minato's strong ability and strength, after the blessing of the 3 wars, the prestige is no less than Sannin. On the other hand, Namikaze Minato is easy to control. Be quiet. Listening to the noise in the conference room, Uchiha Fugaku frowned, increased his tone, and said solemnly, I have already reported to Master 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen that I will withdraw from the 4th Hokage competition. Quiet. A piece of dead silence. After this sentence, the entire conference room fell into silence rarely. The elite ninjas of the Uchiha clan at the scene unconsciously froze with the happy expression on their cheeks, and their eyes were filled with extreme shock. Chief Fugaku withdrew from the fight for 4th Hokage. Does that mean that 4th Hokage has nothing to do with the Uchiha clan again? Well, that's the end of today's meeting. Itachi, let's go. At this time, Uchiha Fugaku didn't care about that much, glanced around indifferently, and walked out of the meeting room without looking back. Okay, okay. My father. Uchiha Itachi nodded hurriedly, followed closely behind. How so? Patriarch Fugaku withdrew from the 4th Hokage competition. Forget it, maybe Captain Fugaku has his own consideration. Quote. Advertisement. After Uchiha Fugaku took Uchiha Itachi and left the meeting room, some ninjas of the Uchiha clan became angry, and even the emotions of others began to get out of control. All the time, the Uchiha clan are actively improving their status and power in Konoha village. Now there is such a big opportunity in front of us, but Uchiha Fugaku voluntarily gave up, which undoubtedly puzzled many Uchiha ninjas. As expected, it is you, Uchiha Fugaku. At this time, Uchiha Ryujin shook his head and left the meeting room slowly. As for the complaints and unhappiness of a part of the Uchiha clan ninjas in the conference room, he didn't care at all. Joke. I can't even understand the basic general trend. These ninjas of the Uchiha clan are really lacking in their brains. Perhaps this is the sequelae of having Sharingan. Of course, this is also reflected from the side. Part of the ninja of the Uchiha clan, under the blessing of Sharingan, is too arrogant and has not been beaten by the society. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 6. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. At the same time, Konoha village. Naruto office. Looking at Uchiha Shisui standing straight in front of him, his eyes filled with fire light, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled unconsciously. Perfect. So perfect. The Uchiha clan won a big battle against the Mist Shinobi team. The credit was also taken by Uchiha Shisui, all of which are following his script. Now Uchiha Shisui's power is not inferior to Uchiha Fugaku, coupled with the comprehensive strength of Namikaze Minato, one of the 3 ninjas, Orochimaru and Jiraiya, Konoha village is up again. But, thinking of the huge casualties in Konoha village during the 3 wars. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned. Of course, my mind turned and I thought of Namikaze Minato, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, and I was relieved all at once. Just kidding, even if I'm not Hokage, I can control everything behind my back. Thinking of this, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was in a good mood, took a pipe and took a puff, then slowly said, Uchiha Shisui, you performed well this time. This is what it should be. After hearing this sentence, Uchiha Shisui took a deep breath and said with a solemn expression, Master 3rd Hokage, this time our Uchiha clan will live up to our expectations. I hope the Konoha village executives can give some rewards. Advertisement. Don't worry, you will be rewarded. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen spit out a puff of white smoke, and said neatly, Shisui, you are in the Uchiha clan, I am relieved. When I see you now, I think of Uchiha Kagami. Speaking of this, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen also showed a sorrowful look. Mirror has a strong will to fire, dedicated his life to Konoha, and made great contributions to the development of Konoha village. Quote. I hope you can inherit his will. Okay. Uchiha Shisui nodded solemnly, and said firmly, 3rd Hokage-sama, I will continue to work hard. It is good. A hint of satisfaction appeared in 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes, and the conversation turned around and said, Do you know Uchiha Ryujin? Uchiha Ryujin. Uchiha Shisui stunned for a moment, as if thinking of something, then said, Didn't he join the Konoha security force? Okay. For Uchiha Ryujin, read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Uchiha Shisui knew it. After all, Uchiha Ryujin was a genius comparable to Kakashi. But, after joining the Konoha garrison, Uchiha Ryujin seems to have gradually disappeared, so that he rose rapidly in the 3 wars and almost forgot the character of Uchiha Ryujin. He joined the Konoha security force. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen paused, took a cigarette, and said, I want you to test him to see if he has the strength of Jonin. After all, he is a genius, and I don't want a genius to be in the Konoha security forces. After saying this, advertisement. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, who has been accumulating for a long time, also reveals a rare color of cherishing talents. No doubt. Let Uchiha Shisui try Uchiha Ryujin at last, it was Sarutobi Hiruzen's temporary intention. That's right, he just wanted to see if this Uchiha Ryujin was what he was monitoring with the telescope technique, spending all his mind on physical arts. As Jonin tested. Upon hearing this sentence, Uchiha Shisui nodded thoughtfully. As he has been brainwashed by the will of fire, of course he didn't think that Sarutobi Hiruzen was not a pity, but he didn't want to see another genius ninja appear in the Uchiha clan. Well, I'll find some time to test Uchiha Ryujin. After a few seconds, Uchiha Shisui said firmly. Can. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen was very satisfied with a few puffs of white smoke, and said, you can test Uchiha Ryujin at any time, I will watch it with the telescope technique. Once Uchiha Ryujin has the strength of Jonin, then we will have another Jonin in Konoha village. Understand. Uchiha Shisui didn't doubt that he was there, and said, it just happens to be okay, I will test him, anyway, I am also very curious about this, genius, of our Uchiha clan. Okay. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen stretched out his hand to indicate that Uchiha Shisui could leave by himself. Next moment. Advertisement. There was a sound of breaking through the air. Uchiha Shisui has already left the office. After testing Uchiha Ryujin, I should think of a way to get Namikaze Minato to take the post. After Uchiha Shisui left, a ray of harshness flashed across the eyes of Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. What else can you say? This time, Konoha village has won the 3 wars on the surface. But, the loss of Konoha village is huge, and people need to take care of it. This has caused some of Konoha's high-level people to become more active. And so, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen does nothing but do nothing. Just retreat behind the scenes and control everything secretly. Isn't it a good thing? Of course, even if it retreats behind the scenes, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen cannot relax its vigilance for the Uchiha clan. After all, the Konoha village was formed by the Uchiha and Senju clan. Now that the Senju clan has been suppressed and almost disbanded, Tsunade has naturally become his apprentice. Then, the Uchiha clan must be appropriately suppressed and monitored. As for the position of Naruto, it is even more impossible for the Uchiha clan to sit on it. This is a matter of principle, and it is also the unspeakable consensus of Konoha's senior management. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 7. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. When Uchiha Shisui left the Hokage office, the sky has dimmed. Facing the Konoha village plunged into darkness, after Uchiha Shisui hesitated. Still flew towards the clan land of the Uchiha clan. At this stage, the Nine Tails chaos has not happened yet. The land of the Uchiha clan is still in the central area of Konoha village. So, in just half an hour, Uchiha Shisui arrived at the land of the Uchiha clan. The family land of the Uchiha clan, within an ancestral hall in the central area. Master Patriarch, I'm back. I saw Uchiha Shisui flashed and appeared in the ancestral hall, and slightly arched his hands at Uchiha Fugaku who had been waiting for a long time. Well, you finally came. Looking at Uchiha Shisui in front of him, Uchiha Fugaku nodded without change, and said quietly, what did the Lord Third Hokage say? The Konoha executives will give us some rewards for the Uchiha clan. Reward. Yes, this is what Master Third Hokage said himself. As that's so, there was a tinge of unpleasant color on Uchiha Fugaku's cheeks, but, still said coldly, you continue to follow the footsteps of Konoha's high-level leaders, and I will take care of the Uchiha clan. Okay. For the old fox Sarutobi Hiruzen. Obviously Uchiha Fugaku knows it very well. As for the so-called reward, at most, it is publicly praised, which has no substantial meaning. Of course. Having said that, advertisement. Uchiha Fugaku didn't expect it either. The Uchiha clan gained the trust of Konoha's high-level officials by defeating the One Army. Because the contradiction between the Uchiha clan and the Konoha high level has existed since the establishment of Konoha village, and it cannot be resolved overnight. Understood. Uchiha Shisui lowered his head, a ray of pain flashed in his eyes. The 3 wars have just ended, and the conflict between the Uchiha clan and the Konoha high level still seems to have not been eased, which makes Uchiha Shisui extremely uncomfortable. No. Absolutely can't do this. I will not let the family and the village fall into war. I want the Uchiha clan and Konoha village to live together peacefully, bathed in the will of fire together. One day, I will let the will of fire envelop the Uchiha clan. The next moment, Uchiha Shisui clenched both fists, swearing secretly in his heart, his eyes filled with steadfast expressions. Have nothing to say. The conflict between the village and the family needs him to reconcile. He is willing to give himself up and, under the guidance of the will of fire, to improve and even eliminate the contradiction between the Uchiha clan and Konoha village. Master Patriarch, Third Hokage asked me to test Uchiha Ryujin. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. After a few seconds, Uchiha Shisui seemed to have thought of something, and said something. Uchiha Ryujin. Uchiha Fugaku groaned for a while before dismissively, "It looks like Master Third Hokage. Still don't worry about us Uchiha. It's just a pity that this Uchiha Ryujin practice has gone astray." When it comes to this, Uchiha Fugaku shook his head, a hint of helplessness rarely appeared on his cheeks. For a genius who can rival or even surpass Kakashi, especially after joining the Konoha village garrison, Uchiha Fugaku is very optimistic about Uchiha Ryujin. Unfortunately, people are not as good as heaven. After joining the Konoha garrison. Advertisement. This Uchiha Ryujin became more and more salty. "I don't practice chakra and ninjutsu, and even Sharingan doesn't seem to be on. I just practice the so-called physical skills." Yes, is to practice physical skills. After several in-depth conversations with Uchiha Ryujin. Especially after learning that Uchiha Ryujin dreams of becoming the strongest man in the ninja world by practicing physical skills. Uchiha Fugaku vomited blood and piss. FCK. The dignified ninja of the Uchiha clan. You don't practice chakra and pupil skills, but instead practice physical skills. Isn't this especially putting the cart before the horse? Influenced by, Uchiha Fugaku also basically gave up Uchiha Ryujin. He didn't think he could stand at the pinnacle of the ninja world through physical skills. He didn't see the two big bosses who formed Konoha village, namely the legendary ninjas Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama. Mangekyo Sharingan and Wood Style, are they famous in the ninja world? You can feel relieved to test Uchiha Ryujin. Since Sarutobi Hiruzen wanted to test, Uchiha Fugaku didn't bother to stop him, adding, "Uchiha Ryujin also has abilities and strength for intensive physical skills, so be careful." Be careful. Uchiha Shisui was dumbfounded, and the corners of his mouth twitched slightly. As the shattering Shisui of the famous ninja world, he doesn't think he can't deal with a small Uchiha Ryujin. Besides, it is just a simple test, there is no need to make a fuss. In the Konoha garrison, every mission of Uchiha Ryujin is completed perfectly, relying on physical skills. Seems to see Uchiha Shisui's disdain. Uchiha Fugaku shook his head and said in a pointed manner, although his practice has gone astray. "I feel that in Konoha village, no one knows physique better than him." After hearing this sentence, Uchiha Shisui's expression suddenly became confused. He couldn't figure out what the Fugaku patriarch meant. After a while, he said that Uchiha Ryujin's practice went astray, and then he said that no one knew better physical skills than Uchiha Ryujin. Is this a compliment or a pity? Or is it an alternative protection? Advertisement. Don't understand. He really doesn't understand. You go. Facing Uchiha Shisui's doubts, Uchiha Fugaku obviously didn't want to say more, and he waved his hand lightly. Okay. Uchiha Shisui shook his head, and disappeared into the shrine in a flash. The physical ninjas of the Uchiha clan are getting out of control. Seeing Uchiha Shisui's departure, Uchiha Fugaku's eyes narrowed slightly, and he unconsciously thought of the tasks Uchiha Ryujin had completed in the Konoha security force over the past few years. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Of course, as the captain of the Konoha garrison. In order to protect Uchiha Ryujin, he sealed up all these mission information. It's just a pity. Why doesn't Uchiha Ryujin practice chakra and ninjutsu? And Sharingan, who is proud of the Uchiha clan, didn't practice much. It stands to reason that he should have opened his eyes. When I think of this, Uchiha Fugaku's heart became irritable again. He felt that a super genius, but indulged in physical training, seemed to narrow the road forcibly. Is it possible to practice chakra? Open your eyes Sharingan. Affect the speed of Uchiha Ryujin's physical training. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 8. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. At the same moment, after night fell, Uchiha Ryujin, Yurihong, Uchiha Ryujin also walked out of the Yakiniku Q shop. So full, Uchiha Ryujin, who just walked out of the store, rubbed his stomach and couldn't help but said, checking in at work, eating meat after get off work, it's really good. Ryujin-kun, you have eaten too much too. Looking at Uchiha Ryujin. With beautiful long purple hair, Uzushian smiled over her mouth. It's not the first time, but, Ryujin-kun, you really ate too much. Yuri Hong blinked her beautiful eyes and couldn't help but generalize. Joke. Almost every time I eat, Uchiha Ryujin has to eat 20 or 30 people alone. More importantly, the figure is still so good. This makes Yuyushian and Shi Raihong a burst of envy, jealousy and hatred. After all, as girls, they must not eat presumptuously. In fact, Yurihong and Uzushian are not familiar with each other. But, the two women have a common friend, which is Uchiha Ryujin. Therefore, Under Uchiha Ryujin's matchmaking, Uchiha Ryujin and Uchiha Ryujin often gather for dinner after Uchiha Ryujin gets off work. Have no idea. Advertisement. After hearing the words of the two women, Uchiha Ryujin raised his eyebrows and sighed, I am growing up. Having said that, Uchiha Ryujin had no intention to provoke Uchiha Ryujin and Azuki Yuyan, but, however, he is too attractive, and after coming and going, he will be better with Uchiha Ryujin and Azuki Yuyan. Cut. Okay. I should go back. After hearing this sentence, Yurihong and Azuki Yuyan turned over Byakugan at the same time, and groaned. Okay. Then I'll go first. Huh. There was a sound of breaking through the air. Before Zirahong and Yuyushian hadn't reacted, the two women only felt that their cheeks were a little cold. When the two women reacted, as the initiator, Uchiha Ryujin has long since disappeared. As a result, under the night, only Yurihong and Yuyushian, who were shy and embarrassed, were left with their blushing faces, standing still on the spot with a confused face. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Half an hour later, the family land of the Uchiha clan. A single family house in the central area. As a member of the Konoha village garrison, plus his parents died for the mission of the Uchiha clan. Therefore, Uchiha Ryujin, in the core area of the Uchiha clan, also owns his own house and enjoys many benefits of the Uchiha clan. Comfortable. After taking a hot bath, Uchiha Ryujin looked in the mirror and looked at the handsome ratio in the glasses, and then sat on the sofa comfortably wrapped in a white bath towel. System. Sign in at the Uchiha clan. A few seconds later, Uchiha Ryujin took a cup of hot tea and gave a soft command. Advertisement. Ding. The sign in is successful. Congratulations to the host for acquiring ninjutsu. Fire style Yanbang, fire style Dragon Fireball and % experience. Ding. The reward has been distributed to the system space, and the host can check it at any time. Check it out. Fire style Flame Bomb. Shoot flames from your mouth to attack your opponent. Once the host accepts it, it will be mastered instantly, without the need for Jujin, just one shot with both hands. Close black lens bracket. Fire style Dragon Ball. Fireball ninjutsu, which spit out extremely powerful force from the mouth, belongs to the highest stage of fire style. Its power can evaporate pond water in an instant. Once the host accepts it, it will be mastered instantly, without the need for Jujin, just one shot with both hands. Close black lens bracket. Whitebeard's template has been unlocked to 4% plus %. Now host has unlocked 4.4% of the Whitebeard template. Close black lens bracket. One class fire style and one class B fire style. Looking at the sign in reward information, Uchiha Ryujin smiled thoughtfully and said, accept all. The next moment, before Uchiha Ryujin didn't react, a strange power enveloped Uchiha Ryujin, and immediately before Uchiha Ryujin hadn't reacted, he learned the ninjutsu fire style Dragon Fireball, and was able to use it at his fingertips. More importantly, his physical fitness seems to have improved a bit. Obviously, even though only % of the Whitebeard template was unlocked this time, his physical fitness is still getting stronger. After a while, Uchiha Ryujin came back to his senses and felt it with observation haki. Make sure no one is watching him. I just started to summarize my current situation. For the moment, he just exposed that he was practicing physique assiduously, so that he would not be too high profile, nor would he be too salty. Anyway, for many people, advertisement. As long as the Uchiha clan does not turn on Sharingan, they are just rubbish. This is not only the almost pathological confidence of the Uchiha clan ninjas towards Sharingan, but also the evaluation of the Uchiha clan by the senior Konoha and even the entire ninja world. Now Uchiha Ryujin hasn't revealed that he has opened Sharingan at all. And so, in the eyes of many people, Uchiha Ryujin has not opened Sharingan yet. Although physical skills are strong, the potential is limited. As for the facts, next moment, without any signs, Uchiha Ryujin's ordinary eyes, it suddenly became red, and then, 1 Guyu, 2 Guyu, and 3 Guyu appeared in the eyes. No doubt, everyone thinks Uchiha Ryujin is on the first floor. Actually, Uchiha Ryujin is already on the 10th floor. He not only opened Sharingan, but also opened his eyes to the level of 3 Guyu. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 9. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. No doubt, everyone thinks Uchiha Ryujin is on the first floor. Actually, Uchiha Ryujin is already on the 10th floor. He not only opened Sharingan, but also opened his eyes to the level of Sangoyu. Uchiha Ryujin, Who is familiar with the plot, of course knows Sharingan's upgrade mode. Only Uchiha has experienced huge negative emotions, such as witnessing the death of a loved one, and produced a special chakra energy that can be activated. As for why he didn't think of a way to open Mangekyo Sharingan. On the one hand, the side effects are too great, and on the other hand, Uchiha Ryujin is waiting for an opportunity. Joke. Since there is a god-level sign in system, then he will definitely get some good things and be able to awaken Mangekyo Sharingan without injury. After all, he has no brothers or sisters. It is impossible to evolve Mangekyo Sharingan to Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan like Uchiha Madara and Uchiha Sasuke. The main task at the moment is to sign in properly, to unlock and integrate Whitebeard's template. At that time, at least one punch to blast Konoha village will be no problem. After a few seconds, Uchiha Ryujin still focused on unlocking the template for Fusion Whitebeard. At present, he has integrated the Whitebeard template unlocking by 4.4%, which has caused an earth-shaking change in physical fitness. Not Uchiha Ryujin blowing. Even if you haven't unlocked the ability to fuse Shock Fruit, Whitebeard's swordsmanship, and observation haki, armament haki, conqueror's haki. Note: the advanced observation haki owned by Uchiha Ryujin was obtained by signing in. But, with his terrifying physical fitness alone, he was able to crush 99% of the ninjas in the ninja world. As for why not 100%? Advertisement. Of course it is because the 6 levels are too abnormal. Especially what is the power of yin and yang, the power of the 6 powers, the truth-seeking ball and so on. By signing in, I know a lot of ninjutsu, but, my chakra is equivalent to Jonin. After performing a few large ninjutsu, it is exhausted. This is the result of my hard work. But, thinking of chakra's practice, Uchiha Ryujin has some brain pain again. These few years, he did not relax and practice chakra secretly. But, chakra's cultivation did not happen overnight, and he was not a Jinchuriki, and he did not have a sage body, which led to the extremely slow progress of chakra's cultivation. And after testing, Uchiha Ryujin's chakra attributes are fire, wind, thunder, earth, water, and yin. Among them, yin appeared because of the existence of Sharingan. The mastery of the attributes of fire, wind, thunder, earth, and water was just ordinary mastery, far from reaching the point of proficiency. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. It looks like you still have to cultivate hard. When I think of this, Uchiha Ryujin sighed and shook his head, patted his hands lightly. Influenced by, puff, puff, at the upper reaches of the Namhe River, in a hidden gorge, only 5 Uchiha Ryujin shadow clones were seen, and they disappeared into white smoke in an instant. Has Rasengan and Chidori not succeeded yet? Soon, after receiving the memory and experience of the clone, a look of helplessness appeared in Uchiha Ryujin's eyes. Yes, after learning Shadow Clone Technique. Advertisement. He has been using Shadow Clone Technique to practice. From the beginning of treading water, climbing trees, to the current development of Rasengan and Reikiri, of course, he will not use Shadow Clone to train the body stupidly, it is basically half the effort. Forget it, Shadow Clone will continue to develop ninjutsu. If I am on my own, I should also practice. After a few seconds, after Uchiha Ryujin slapped his hands and separated 5 shadow clones, the body began to practice the most basic physical skills in the room. The next day, early in the morning. Call. Uchiha Ryujin opened his eyes, who was sleeping in Zamabu, and took a deep breath. Ding. Congratulations to host, reward for completing the daily task, % experience. Ding. The integrated Whitebeard template is unlocked to 4%. Listening to the mechanical prompts in my mind, the corners of Uchiha Ryujin's mouth turned up unconsciously. In addition to signing in, he can continue to unlock the Whitebeard template through practice, and now he has finally unlocked the Whitebeard template to 4%. Ding. Congratulations to host, the new sign in location is refreshed, please check it as soon as possible. In vain. Another system prompt sounded, finally refreshed. Listening to the prompt sound of the system, Uchiha Ryujin clenched his fists subconsciously. He could not wait a long time ago. After all, when he signs in where the system is refreshed, the value he gets is very huge. System, I want to look at my own property panel. Advertisement. Next moment, Uchiha Ryujin ordered silently. Ding. Host's property panel is being generated. Ding. The property panel is generated. Dash 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 dash. Host. Uchiha Ryujin. Age. Resident sign in area. Konoha village. Accumulated valuable rewards for signing in. Whitebeard's template, one of the 4 emperors unlocked 4%. Marine 6 styles proficient. Fire style fire extinguishment. Observation haki advanced. Next check in location. Hokage Rock in first Hokage. Sign in time. 1 minute. Note. Sign in at the sign in location refreshed by the system, and you can get rich rewards. Dash 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 dash. I actually signed in at first Hokage's Hokage Rock. Uchiha Ryujin glanced quickly, and when he saw that he was signing in on Hokage Rock in first Hokage, he made a surprised sound. Obviously did not expect. This time I actually signed in at first Hokage's Hokage Rock. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 10. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Now that I know the sign in location refreshed by the system. Uchiha Ryujin didn't hesitate, and after a simple clean-up, he was ready to go out. But, at the moment Uchiha Ryujin left the Uchiha clan, his observation haki felt something was wrong. It seems that there are 9 breaths nearby, 2 breaths of ninjas of the Uchiha clan, 1 breath of Uchiha Shisui, 3 breaths of Anbu ninja, and 3 roots of ninja breath. Uchiha Ryujin's expression on the surface has not changed, but he secretly urges observation haki to the extreme. Before, the people at Root and Anbu watched him. They only sent 1 ninja, but now they have become 3 ninjas. What is going on with the Uchiha clan? More importantly, what does this Uchiha Shisui want to do? Although he has not been in contact with Uchiha Shisui. But, when Konoha was guarding the troops, he had a relationship with Uchiha Shisui several times, and he silently remembered the breath of Uchiha Shisui. Forget it, I don't bother to care about you. Uchiha Ryujin thought about it for a while, and suddenly felt bored, and didn't bother to think so much. Using the shaved in Marine 6 styles, he flew straight towards the Hokage Rock of first Hokage. Almost an afterimage. Uchiha Ryujin's body disappeared in place. Fast speed. Is this the speed of a ninja? So fast, really fast. Quote. Advertisement. The moment Uchiha Ryujin left, the 2 Uchiha ninjas, 3 root ninjas, and 3 Anbu ninjas hiding in the dark, even Uchiha Shisui were shocked. As the elite ninjas of Konoha village, they can certainly see that Uchiha Ryujin is moving fast by relying on his body. Of course, surprise is very surprised. Their bodies followed in the direction where Uchiha Ryujin disappeared. However, they never dreamed that they, who are proficient in various assassination techniques and can conceal their own breath, are almost invisible in front of Uchiha Ryujin's high-level observation haki. At the same moment, Konoha village. Naruto office. It's going to start. I saw 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen smoked a big smoke, glanced at the picture on the crystal, and said quietly. Humph. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Upon hearing this sentence. Right in front, a man on crutches couldn't help but snorted coldly, making the atmosphere in the office a bit gloomy. Sarutobi Hiruzen, you really deserve to be 3rd Hokage. Shimura Danzo sneered and shook his head, and said quietly, let Uchiha Shisui test Uchiha Ryujin, maybe only you can do it. Didn't you also send someone from the roots? After hearing this sentence, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen spit out a large puff of white smoke, and said slowly, at the beginning, Uchiha Ryujin refused Anbu and Genbu's solicitation and joined the Konoha police force, but the practice went astray. The physical ninja of the Uchiha clan is just a joke. Shimura Danzo frowned, staring at Sarutobi Hiruzen and said solemnly, Uchiha Ryujin is just a small character. No matter how strong his physical skills are, there is nothing for him. So, can you give me Uchiha Shisui? You should know how terrifying Uchiha Shisui's pair of Sharingan is. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen put down the pipe in his hand, shook his head and said, Danzo, don't talk about it anymore. No, I will keep mentioning it. Danzo didn't intend to regress, he emphasized his tone, and said, Konoha village is our Konoha village, not the Konoha village of the Uchiha clan. Now the Uchiha clan is becoming more and more disobedient. Why should we? To shut up. Sarutobi Hiruzen seemed to be worth what Danzo wanted to say, and interrupted Danzo's words neatly, and scolded, the Uchiha clan has a reason for existence, and I want to ensure the peace and stability of Konoha village. Quote. After hearing this sentence, Shimura Danzo shrugged and stopped talking. Anyway, Sarutobi Hiruzen's reaction was expected, but, as long as it is not a positive rejection, then he still has a chance. More importantly, he knows very well that as the 3rd Hokage of Konoha village, Sarutobi Hiruzen is much more ruthless than him, and he does many intangible killings. The Senju clan is a living example. What? Uchiha Ryujin went to Hokage Rock. But, just at this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen glanced at the crystal ball on the table and made a surprised sound. What is going to Hokage Rock for? Even though he looked down on Uchiha Ryujin, Shimura Danzo still showed a puzzled expression. It stands to reason that Uchiha Ryujin should have gone to the training ground. After practicing, he would report to the Konoha security forces. In the training ground, Uchiha Shisui will take the initiative to show up to test Uchiha Ryujin. Do not know. Sarutobi Hiruzen shook his head, then picked up the pipe and smoked again. The other side. Advertisement. There was a sound of breaking through the air. Uchiha Ryujin's body appeared above the Hokage Rock in 1st Hokage Senju Hashirama. System. Sign in at Hokage Rock in 1st Hokage Senju Hashirama. Standing on the Hokage Rock in 1st Hokage Senju Hashirama, Uchiha Ryujin looked at Konoha village, and gave a silent order in excitement. 1 second. 10 seconds. 0.30 seconds. Finally. After a minute, the clear prompt sound of the system finally sounded. Ding. Congratulations to the host. Congratulations to the host, successfully signed in at the sign-in location refreshed by the system. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining Senju Hashirama's Sage Body, one of Conqueror's Hockey's Armament Hockey, Advanced, and 4.4% experience. Ding. The reward has been distributed to the system space, and the host can check it at any time. System. Check it out. Sage Body of Senju Hashirama. It has the potential to make the physical body stronger. In short, it has the power of resilience and extraordinary physical strength comparable to that of the Tail Beast Chakra. Because the host's physical fitness is extremely strong, so, once accepted, it will merge instantly. Close black lens bracket. Armament Hockey, Advanced, one of Conqueror's Hockey. Hockey can improve its own defense and attack power, and can capture Logia's flowing body. Once the host accepts it, it will instantly master Armed Color Hardening, Armed Color Entanglement, and Armed Color External Release. Close black lens bracket. Whitebeard's template has been unlocked to 4%, plus 4.4%. Now host has unlocked 4% of the Whitebeard template. Close black lens bracket. Ding. Congratulations to the host for unlocking the Whitebeard template, one of the 4 emperors, to 4% and unlocking Whitebeard's observation hockey and armament hockey. Quote. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 11. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Ding. Congratulations to the host for unlocking the Whitebeard template, one of the 4 emperors, to 4% and unlocking Whitebeard's observation hockey and armament hockey. Quote. Wait a minute, unlocked Whitebeard's observation hockey and armament hockey. Listening to the series of prompts sounded by the system, Uchiha Ryujin was expressionless on the surface, but, inwardly, there were waves of waves. FCK. Is there a problem with the system? He has now signed into Observation Hockey, Advanced, and Armament Hockey, Advanced. The results of it, and unlocked the Observation Hockey and Armament Hockey of the Whitebeard template. This is undoubtedly very abnormal. It is impossible for his body to fuse and receive Observation Hockey and Armament Hockey twice, right? Ding. Host. Because you have signed in to get Observation Hockey, Advanced, and Armament Hockey, Advanced, so once you integrate the Observation Hockey and Armament Hockey unlocked by the Whitebeard template, then both Observation Hockey and Armament Hockey reach a peak. System. You mean I can fuse Observation Hockey and Armament Hockey twice? Ding. Host. That's right. Understood. Upon hearing this sentence, Uchiha Ryujin nodded suddenly, and ordered silently in his heart, then merge the signed in Armament Hockey, Advanced, and Observation Hockey unlocked by the Whitebeard template, Armament Hockey. The next moment, accompanied by a slight energy fluctuation. The signed Armament Hockey, Advanced, and Observation Hockey unlocked by the Whitebeard template, Armament Hockey has been merged by Uchiha Ryujin. So that's it. And after the fusion is complete. Advertisement. A ray of joy appeared in Uchiha Ryujin's eyes. The system is worthy of being a system. It is awesome. This time the simple integration has given him another substantial improvement. The Observation Hockey obtained by signing in is already very strong. But, after integrating the Observation Hockey unlocked by the Whitebeard template, it is not as simple as 1 + 1 = 2. But 1 + 1 = 3, instantly raising Uchiha Ryujin's Observation Hockey to its peak, reaching a realm that can predict a little bit of the future, which is equivalent to the realm of Katakuri. As for Armament Hockey, it has grown to a realm capable of armed internal destruction in an instant. System. I look at my own property panel. Ding. Host's property panel is being generated. Ding. The property panel is generated. Dash 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 dash. Host. Uchiha Ryujin. Age. Resident sign in area. Konoha Village. Accumulated valuable rewards for signing in. Whitebeard's template. One of the 4 emperors unlock 4%. Marine 6 styles proficient. Fire style fire extinguishment. Observation Haki top. Armament Haki top. Senju Hashirama's sage body unfused. Read more at hotmtl novel.zi. Refresh time of the next sign in location. Days. Note. Sign in at the sign in location refreshed by the system, and you can get rich rewards. Dash 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 dash. We have to wait another 3 months. Uchiha Ryujin glanced roughly, then closed the property panel that only he could see. As for Senju Hashirama's sage body, he does not intend to merge it now. After all, if the battle caused by the fusion of Senju Hashirama's sage body is too big, wouldn't it be exposed? What is he doing? At this moment, watching Uchiha Ryujin standing on the Hokage rock in First Hokage. Advertisement. Not only Uchiha Shisui hiding in the dark, but also 2 Uchiha ninjas hiding in the dark, 3 root ninjas, 3 Anbu ninjas, and even 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura who are watching through the crystal. Danzo is a little confused. Because Uchiha Ryujin stood motionless on the Hokage rock in First Hokage. This is undoubtedly a very abnormal thing. Can't waste any more time. I don't know how long it took. Uchiha Shisui who was hiding in the dark must have eyes, and his body flew towards the Hokage rock in First Hokage. Finally can't stand it anymore. The moment Uchiha Shisui acted, Uchiha Ryujin's observation Haki expected it. How long did he think Uchiha Shisui could bear it? Ryujin, long time no see, why are you here? Huh. There was a sound of breaking through the air. I saw Uchiha Shisui, who was wearing a dark high-necked short-sleeved shirt with a tufted nose, stood on top of the Hokage rock in First Hokage, showing a happy smile. I am playing here. Uchiha Ryujin said something indifferently. Facing some indifferent Uchiha Ryujin. In an instant. The smile on Uchiha Shisui's cheek became a little stiff. No way. He thought about many kinds of Uchiha Ryujin's expressions when he saw him. I just didn't expect that Uchiha Ryujin would be so calm and indifferent when facing him, one of the best in the Uchiha family. Oh, play here. After a few seconds, Uchiha Shisui adjusted his mentality, took a deep breath, pretending to be curious, and said, as a genius, why did you choose to join the Konoha security force and practice what physical skills? Advertisement. Okay. The underlying meaning of this sentence is, why don't you join Anbu, which is in charge of 3rd Hokage, and is it not good to practice Sharingan? I like. Uchiha Ryujin shrugged in response to the question. Uchiha Shisui was obviously dissatisfied with Uchiha Ryujin's reaction. For a long time, Uchiha Shisui hopes to find like-minded Uchiha people and realize the great ambition in his heart together. Now it seems, this Uchiha Ryujin, you can give up. So, looking at Uchiha Ryujin without any expression, Uchiha Shisui's heart suddenly became firm, and he threw a notebook to Uchiha Ryujin casually. Okay. When Uchiha Ryujin stretched out his right hand, he took the notebook and glanced suspiciously at Uchiha Shisui. There is no future for practicing physical skills. Uchiha Shisui looked at Uchiha Ryujin and said solemnly, this is my practice note, which can help you practice ninjutsu without making many detours. Oh, after hearing this sentence, Uchiha Ryujin frowned and rolled it subconsciously. But, when he turned to the first page, he felt a little vomiting, and there were always idiots who wanted to hurt him. Because, the first page is impressively an explanation of the will of fire, as well as Uchiha Shisui's understanding and comments on the will of fire. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 12. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Because, the first page is impressively an explanation of the will of fire, and Uchiha Shisui's understanding and comments on the will of fire. More importantly, Uchiha Ryujin also saw Uchiha Shisui's own understanding of the will of fire. To go beyond the narrow nationalism, let the will of fire envelop the Uchiha clan, and let the Uchiha clan perfectly integrate into Konoha village. No need. After a few glances, Uchiha Ryujin felt that it was polluting his eyes, just like throwing garbage, so he threw it neatly to Uchiha Shisui. Special. This Uchiha Shisui, who treated himself as a second to 5 son, explained so awe-inspiringly. Had it not been for him to know the so-called will of fire in Konoha village, it was just a big joke, perhaps Uchiha Shisui would have been bewitched. A rare ray of anger flashed through Uchiha Shisui's eyes. If there is nothing else, I will leave first. Uchiha Ryujin didn't care about that much, and said quietly. Humph. Uchiha Shisui collected the notes, snorted coldly, and said, Third Hokage-sama, let me evaluate you for promotion to Jonin. If you pass, you will officially become a Jonin of Konoha village and serve Konoha village. Oh, Uchiha Ryujin nodded without change. Sure enough, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, the old fox of the dog days, still doesn't worry about him. This Uchiha Shisui is also a stupid, being used as a gun by Third Hokage. Advertisement. I used observation haki to perceive it a bit. That Ruoyorau's sense of peeping regained, and it was obvious that Third Hokage was observing with telescope technique again. Let's go. The clay figurines also have 3 points of anger. What's more, Uchiha Shisui, who just broke the reputation of Shisui in 3 battles. After being treated indifferently by Uchiha Ryujin one after another, Uchiha Shisui took a deep breath and said in a deep voice, let's go to the training ground. No need, just here. Uchiha Ryujin took a deep look at Uchiha Shisui, and finally decided to show some strength. The old rules, he still only uses physical skills, and he also wants to see how strong the Whitebeard template, one of the 4 emperors, is unlocked to 4%. Right here. Looking down at First Hokage's Hokage Rock, Uchiha Shisui hesitated. Yes. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. The corners of Uchiha Ryujin's mouth curled up slightly, and sharp and dazzling lights appeared in his black eyes. In the next instant, a breath that was not Conqueror's haki, but suffocating, came out of Uchiha Ryujin's body. This feeling. Danger. In an instant. Uchiha Shisui's eyelids jumped, his muscles suddenly tightened. Because, in his perception, the otherwise ordinary Uchiha Ryujin stood there, and instantly turned into a terrifying behemoth, full of pressure. Advertisement. How is it possible? He seems to have become a beast. As the physical ninja so scary. How do I feel that Uchiha Ryujin's breath is getting stronger? Quote. At this time, not only Uchiha Shisui, but also 2 Uchiha ninjas, 3 root ninjas, and 3 Anbu ninjas hiding in the dark to monitor Uchiha Ryujin, their eyes were filled with extreme shock. No way. It is true that Uchiha Ryujin's breath changes too quickly. At the beginning, it was just an ordinary ninja. In the blink of an eye, the body burst out with shocking power, and they could not breathe. Fortunately, their strength is not bad, and they persisted. Uchiha Ryujin, a physique ninja, still has a few brushes. In the Naruto office, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen narrowed his eyes, took a cigarette, and said, I hope Uchiha Shisui can test out whether Uchiha Ryujin is a mind-conscious physical exercise. As for Shimura Danzo, but one stare at Uchiha Shisui. More precisely, it was Sharingan staring at Uchiha Shisui. At the same moment, on the Hokage Rock of First Hokage, Uchiha Shisui, who was close to the captain of Uchiha Ryujin, his expression changed and changed. The Uchiha Ryujin in front of him, his breath changed so fast, the mere burst of breath from his body actually made him feel pressure. Absolutely domineering, fearless. Advertisement. This is how Uchiha Shisui feels about Uchiha Ryujin. However, what Uchiha Shisui didn't know was, in fact, Uchiha Ryujin is also the first time to explode his physical aura in public. Although the current Uchiha Ryujin is only 4% of the Whitebeard template fused with one of the 4 emperors, but how terrifying is the strength of Whitebeard? Even if only 4% is unlocked, it is quite terrifying. Since I want to test, then I will become a physical ninja. At this time, Uchiha Ryujin also figured it out. Since Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen asked Uchiha Shisui, the 25 boy, to test him, then he should explode a little bit of physical skills. Anyway, if there is a slight burst of physical skills, it will be able to relieve Konoha's senior management. After all, for Konoha's senior management, Uchiha who doesn't open Sharingan is a good Uchiha. As a genius Uchiha Ryujin practices physical skills, the Konoha's senior management is happier. Of course. Then again, the time is not yet ripe. Even if the senior Konoha knows that he is very strong in physical skills, he will not act rashly for the time being. After all, is the Uchiha clan still ahead? And so, Uchiha Ryujin didn't panic at all. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 13. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Uchiha Ryujin, you really have 2 brushes. Looking at Uchiha Ryujin, who was like a monster coming out of its cage, Uchiha Shisui's eyes narrowed and said, I really want to know, what is your Shindo? My Shindo is to become the strongest in Shinobi. After hearing this sentence, Uchiha Ryujin said quietly. The voice hasn't fallen yet. Uchiha Shisui sighed involuntarily. Sure enough, those who are favored by the will of fire are lonely, and incomprehensible. The Uchiha Ryujin in front of him may never understand the dream and pattern of the will of fire. The revolution has not yet succeeded, and he needs to continue his efforts. The next moment, Uchiha Shisui didn't say anything anymore, his eyes suddenly became fierce. Fire style Howlong fire technique. The terrifying chakra burst out, and Uchiha Shisui quickly formed seals, spit out a huge fire dragon from his mouth, and violently attacked Uchiha Ryujin at a speed that could not cover his ears. Blast me! Seeing this scene, Uchiha Ryujin squeezed his right fist, his body flashed, and his punch slammed out. Click! Click! Due to too much power. Makes the air burst into sound. Rumbling. Advertisement. In the next moment, a deafening roar resounded. The huge fire dragon suddenly collided with Uchiha Ryujin's fists, and was blown up alive, spreading out in all directions. How can it be? There is no chakra fluctuation, just rely on the body. Uchiha Shisui's eyes widened, showing a ghostly look. FCK, relying on the power of his fist to forcibly blow up his fire-style Howlong fire technique, how strong is this physical quality? Why, are you surprised? Finger pistol. But. Just at this time, Uchiha Ryujin's cold voice sounded. Before Uchiha Shisui hadn't reacted yet. He had already appeared behind Uchiha Shisui, stretched out a finger, and poked Uchiha Shisui's back hard. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Puff. However, the moment Uchiha Ryujin's finger pistol poked Uchiha Shisui's back, Uchiha Shisui's body suddenly turned into a white smoke. Obviously, Uchiha Shisui has already performed Shadow Clone technique in advance. Uchiha Stream Sword Yuyan. Okay. Hear a voice from the back. Uchiha Ryujin's face remained unchanged, and he didn't bother to avoid it. With a move, strands of black armament hockey were wrapped around his fist, turning around and punching. Click. Advertisement. A sound of metal collision sounded. The flame-covered samurai sword in Uchiha Shisui's hand collided with Uchiha Ryujin's fist. Boom. In an instant, a shock wave spread out. With that huge power, there were wisps of cracks visible to the naked eye in the Hokage rock of First Hokage. How can it be? Uchiha Shisui's eyes shrank slightly. No way, he didn't expect that Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills, no, the intensity of the physical fitness would be so abnormal. Is it a humanoid monster at all? More importantly, facing Uchiha Ryujin, he actually has the feeling of facing Fourth Raikage. There is something abnormal about this. You know, in the Three Wars, he fought with the AB combination, knowing how terrifying the ninjutsu of Fourth Raikage and Tail Jinchuriki Killer Bee. But, Fourth Raikage and the Tail Jinchuriki Killer Bee are practicing lightning style, and physical skills are not pure physical skills. This Uchiha Ryujin is good, there is no chakra fluctuation in the whole body, it is purely that the strength and quality of the body are too strong. Uchiha Stream Gunwind Sword. Unsuccessful in one blow. Uchiha Shisui first came behind Uchiha Ryujin with the body flicker technique, wind attribute escape technique, once again swung the samurai sword in his hand, and slashed out a huge flame blade with a powerful diagonal slash. Tempest kick. Uchiha Ryujin's gaze condensed, and his body leapt up sharply, and suddenly kicked out of the huge flame blade that was flying, drawing a half arc. Boom. An invisible vacuum chopping wave burst out. The fierce bombardment hit the flame blade, and the two collided to erupt a terrifying energy collision wave. Advertisement. One of the energy shock waves, perhaps out of control, struck fiercely on the Naruto rock of First Hokage Senju Hashirama, which was already cracked. Rumbling. Along with a roar, a deep gully was punched out on the head of First Hokage Senju Hashirama's Hokage rock. Kaka. Kaka. Affected by this, First Hokage Senju Hashirama's Naruto rock has cracking sounds, and it is known to be broken at first glance. Not good. Leave here. Seeing that the Hokage rock of First Hokage was about to collapse, Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Ryujin glanced at each other, their bodies flashed fiercely. Rumbling. At the moment the two left, the Hokage rock of First Hokage Senju Hashirama was shattered, causing the entire Konoha village to shake. This is too strong. Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills are actually so powerful. One punch and one ninjutsu. Is this Uchiha Ryujin still a person? What terrifying power is under his tiny body? Quote. At this time, the two Uchiha ninjas, the three Root ninjas, and the three Anbu ninjas hiding in the dark to monitor Uchiha Ryujin, were completely dumbfounded. In all fairness, Uchiha Shisui's strength is more than enough to deal with a Jonin. But, Uchiha Ryujin didn't use any chakra. Anyway, relying on powerful physical skills, punch after punch without fancy, it seems that there is nothing that cannot be solved with one punch. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 14. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. There seems to be no problem that cannot be solved with one punch. If so, Uchiha Ryujin can also hit a few more punches. This is definitely not a powerful ninjutsu. Could it be that pure physique is so strong? And in the Hokage office, third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen was looking at the crystal ball leisurely. As a result, as Uchiha Shisui began to test Uchiha Ryujin, he was instantly surprised. Yes, he knows that Uchiha Ryujin is practicing physiques. But I didn't expect that Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills would be so abnormal, pressing Uchiha Shisui with his fists, which is undoubtedly incredible. To know, is this Uchiha Shisui? In the Three Wars, Shisui. No, first Hokage's Naruto is broken. Clang. But, when I saw first Hokage's Hokage rock shattered due to the battle between the two, the expression of third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen suddenly became stiff. FCK, he never thought that one day the Hokage rock of first Hokage would be broken by two Uchiha clan members. This is a little embarrassing. What's even more frustrating is that he ordered Uchiha Shisui to examine Uchiha Ryujin. It is a dumb-eating coptus, and there is no way to tell. Hehe, just a foolish man. A wisp of disdain appeared in Shimura Danzo's eyes. In his opinion, advertisement, Uchiha Ryujin is just a well-developed brat. Besides, Uchiha Shisui's Mangekyo Sharingan has not been activated yet. Once activated, the end is doomed. At the same time, as the Naruto of first Hokage shattered, almost instantly, it shocked the entire Konoha village. How is it possible that someone is fighting on the Hokage rock in first Hokage? The first Hokage rock is broken, let's go take a look. Who is so bold? He actually blasted first Hokage's Hokage rock to pieces. Quote. Huh. Huh. Accompanied by the sound of breaking through the air. The Konoha village, which was originally peaceful, was as if a magnitude 12 earthquake had occurred, and there was another wave of waves. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. At the first moment, the ninjas of Anbu, the ninjas of the Konoha Guard Force, and some families of all sizes sent ninjas to fly towards Naruto Rock. Kakashi, let's go check it out. Konoha village. Within a tea house, Might Guy, who was drinking tea, grinned and said, "It seems that someone is fighting at Hokage Rock. I feel a very strong fighting atmosphere. Okay, let's go." Kakashi stared blankly and stood up with a sullen expression. There is no doubt that Kakashi has not emerged from the haze of Nohara Lin's death, and the whole person is like a walking dead. Advertisement. Seeing this scene, Might Guy, who has always been positive, sighed involuntarily. If it's something else, he can solve it, but for the fetters, he is really powerless, and can only get out of the haze with Kakashi's own perseverance. More than 10 minutes later, a large number of Konoha shinobi people gathered in front of the Hahukage Rock. This Uchiha Shisui of the Uchiha clan known as the Instant Shisui? Is that Uchiha Ryujin of the Uchiha clan? How are they fighting here? Anbu's ninjas, why don't you stop them? Quote. At this moment, looking at the broken first Hokage rock, looking at Uchiha Shisui standing on the second Hokage rock and Uchiha Ryujin standing on the third Hokage rock, there was an uproar at the scene. No way, no one thought of it. Uchiha Ryujin and Uchiha Shisui are actually fighting here. Among them, people who were familiar with Uchiha Ryujin, such as Might Guy, Kakashi, Yurihong, and Uchiha Ryujin, also showed surprises. It's really looking for death. Not far away. I took a look at the village flowers in Konoha village at sunset. Sarutobi Asuma snorted coldly, a hint of jealousy appeared in his eyes. Maybe it's very upset inside. He also lit a cigarette pretending to be worried in a posture that he thought he was handsome. Advertisement. That's right, he likes Sunset Red very much, but Sunset Red doesn't like him. After chasing it several times, he returned without success. The instigator is the so-called genius Uchiha Ryujin. Now Uchiha Ryujin and Uchiha Shisui have broken the first Hokage rock. His father, that is, third Hokage, will definitely be furious. Everyone, don't be surprised, Uchiha Shisui is on the order of third Hokage to evaluate Uchiha Ryujin for promotion to Jonin. There was another sound of breaking through the air. I saw a ninja dressed in white clothes and a cat face mask appeared on the scene, and gave an indifferent explanation. Jonin assessment. Is Uchiha Ryujin going to be promoted to Jonin? If you pass the assessment, then Uchiha Ryujin is the 11-year-old Jonin, and he is indeed a genius comparable to Kakashi. Quote. This Anbu doesn't say anything, it's amazing as soon as he speaks. In an instant, most of the ninjas on the scene showed a ray of wonder. Joke. For a genius who can match Kakashi. They are all impressed, but, after joining the Konoha garrison, Uchiha Ryujin became more and more low-key, causing everyone to think that Uchiha Ryujin was gone. Now it seems. The clowns are themselves. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 15. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Now it seems. The clowns are themselves. Others are very low-key and are not as famous as Kakashi. But, others can accept the assessment for promotion to Jonin at the age of 11. Isn't this a genius? Uchiha Ryujin doesn't seem to have practiced ninjutsu and chakra much. Just now he used physiques to fight against Uchiha Shisui. Seems to see everyone's doubts. The Anbu ninja wearing a cat face mask subconsciously added. Physique. Upon hearing this sentence, the expressions of many ninjas at the scene were a bit stiff. Sure enough, the rumors are true. Uchiha Ryujin, the genius ninja of the Uchiha clan, did not practice Sharingan and ninjutsu, but instead practiced physical exercises. Uchiha Ryujin. At this time, Kakashi, who had always been listless, had a rare glint in his eyes. Kakashi, you are optimistic. Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills are terrifying. Next to him, Might Guy raised his eyebrows and said excitedly, Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills are much stronger than mine. He is the king of physical skills. Is it? There were some depressed Kakashi, but at last there was a little interest in it. After all, he knows Might Guy very well. Since Might Guy has said so, then Uchiha Ryujin must be unique. Ryujin-san, you have to come on. Yes, come on. Azuki Yuyan and Yurihong didn't care so much, they turned to Uchiha Ryujin one after another. Sure enough, it won't work if you don't show a little real ability. At this time, Uchiha Shisui's expression on the second Hokage rock finally changed. Advertisement. Although Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills are beyond his expectations, but, that's all, he still didn't regard Uchiha Ryujin as an opponent of the same level. Now attracting so many people. Therefore, in order to avoid the expansion of the matter, he plans to use his own original secret technique body flicker technique, to defeat Uchiha Ryujin neatly and finish the assessment. Of course, he also has a hidden killer Mangekyo Sharingan. The next moment, Uchiha Shisui, who has been without any movement, turned into an afterimage, and as he moved, each afterimage seemed to become an entity, making it difficult to distinguish between true and false. 1.2.10. In the end, Uchiha Shisui used the body flicker technique to separate out 24 phantoms that looked like the body, and rushed towards Uchiha Ryujin. Sudden change. Many people at the scene were shocked. Is this Shisui's strength? Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Facing the sudden violent Uchiha Shisui, Might Guy couldn't help showing a solemn look. So strong. Kakashi on the side. Uchiha Ryujin is determined to lose. Not far away, Sarutobi Asuma took a puff of cigarette. After he saw it, Uchiha Ryujin had already lost. And among many ninjas, several Jonin sent by the Hyuga clan, after watching Uchiha Shisui's shadow clone with Byakugan, all showed extreme amazement. Because, after using Byakugan, they couldn't tell which was Uchiha Shisui's real body. At the same moment, it really deserves to be Shisui, but it's a pity. Seeing this scene. Advertisement. Standing on the third Hokage rock, Uchiha Ryujin sighed. In all fairness, if it's something else Jonin, then as for the elite Jonin, if they encounter this trick, they may have to catch it. But, Uchiha Ryujin's observation haki is at the top, so it seems that Uchiha Shisui's moves are garish, but observation haki's perception is full of holes. Fancy bells, get out of here. The next moment, Uchiha Ryujin's mind moved, using the shave in Marine 6 styles, his body turned into an afterimage, and he stormed out at a faster speed. Fast speed. Boom. Without any signs. More specifically, facing the speed that Uchiha Ryujin uses his powerful body to explode. Uchiha Shisui did not react. One of Uchiha Shisui's phantoms was punched in the right cheek by Uchiha Ryujin. How can it be? Uchiha Shisui only felt a pain in his cheeks. Before he could react, his body flew upside down and hit second Hokage's Hokage rock. Rumbling. A deafening roar sounded, influenced by the other phantoms of Uchiha Shisui also disappeared. Quiet. A piece of dead silence. All of a sudden, the scene was silent. Many ninjas at the scene, including Kakashi, Might Guy, and Sarutobi Asuma, all showed a devilish look, and there was a stormy sea in their hearts that could not be calmed down. Joke. Advertisement. How does Uchiha Ryujin know which one is the body of Uchiha Shisui? He also blasted Uchiha Shisui's body with a punch. This, F***CK, the famous Uchiha Shisui's instantaneous secret technique, was just broken, it's too abnormal. Uchiha Shisui, if you don't show any real skills, then end the assessment. In the next instant, Uchiha Ryujin flashed his body and appeared on the third Hokage rock, and said quietly. This is what you said. The voice hasn't fallen yet. Uchiha Shisui, who had just been punched and flew away, got up from the Hokage rock, a horrible chakra wave burst out of his body, and the original black pupils turned red in vain. 1 go Jade, 2 go Jade, 3 go Jade. In the end, Uchiha Shisui's eyes evolved into a dart shape with 4 blades. No doubt, after the instantaneous secret technique was broken, Uchiha Shisui was so angry that he used Mangekyo Sharingan, one of Sharingan's ultimate secrets. Of course, this is just the beginning. After Mangekyo Sharingan appeared, a huge green skeleton enveloped Uchiha Shisui, and then began to be covered with meridians and flesh and blood on the basis of the skeleton, wearing Wudiongu armor. In the end, a green giant appeared on the second Hokage rock. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 16. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Boom. After a few seconds, when Susanoo, who was overbearing, appeared, the suffocating breath swept out at a speed that was too fast to cover your ears, and filled this area. Of course, with Uchiha Shisui's current strength and Mangekyo Sharingan, I can't use the full body Susanoo, but, except that, the power is quite amazing. This Susanoo who can be compared to the power of the gods in the legend. Facing the green giant that appeared in vain, the ninjas at the scene showed a look of extreme horror. No way. Most ninjas have never seen Mangekyo Sharingan, let alone Susanoo, they have only heard of it in the rumors. Now Uchiha Shisui opens up when he doesn't agree, and it's shocking to think about it a little bit. Mangekyo Sharingan. As if feeling something, Kakashi's left eye, which was covered by a black mask, fluctuated rarely. But, soon Kakashi's heart was covered with sadness again. Rin Nohara and Uchiha Obito are both dead, what use does he open this Mangekyo Sharingan? It looks like it should be over. Yes, it's almost there. Uchiha Shisui can force Uchiha Shisui to use Mangekyo Sharingan, Uchiha Ryujin is also great. It's not a loss to see the legendary Susanoo. Advertisement. Uchiha Ryujin has put the cart before the horse. Isn't the Sharingan of the Uchiha clan fragrant? What is the use of body art? Quote. After Uchiha Shisui used Mangekyo Sharingan, the atmosphere on the scene was basically overwhelming. Most of the ninjas who watched the battle thought that the assessment was about to end. After all, Uchiha Shisui has already zoomed in. Uchiha Ryujin, who is the subject of the assessment, will lose without opening Mangekyo Sharingan. And in the Hokage office, at the moment Uchiha Shisui's Mangekyo Sharingan appeared, third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo frowned in no particular order. Yes, after Uchiha Shisui opened his eyes, he told them Mangekyo Sharingan's abilities. In the words of Uchiha Shisui, he has inherited the will of fire, so there should be no concealment from Konoha's senior management. This pair of Mangekyo Sharingan has illusions that can change people's minds forever. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Shimura Danzo's eyes were cold, and he gritted his teeth and said, this terrible ability is too dangerous. It must be in the hands of our Konoha village. Uchiha Shisui is my person. After hearing this sentence, third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen took out a pipe and took a puff of cigarette, his expression changed, and he said in a deep voice, in the future, I don't want to hear this sentence again, otherwise, I will bear the consequences. Damn. Shimura Danzo gave Sarutobi Hiruzen a sharp look. I can only look greedily at Uchiha Shisui on the crystal ball. No, more accurately, I look at Uchiha Shisui's enchanting Mangekyo Sharingan. As for Uchiha Ryujin, has been ignored by Shimura Danzo gorgeously. At the same moment, advertisement. On the third Hokage rock. The moment Uchiha Ryujin used Mangekyo Sharingan at Uchiha Shisui, he already urged observation haki to its extreme. After all, distinguished heavenly gods, known as the strongest illusion. He has to guard. Anyway, if something is wrong, he will instantly turn on his firepower. Uchiha Ryujin, your physical skills are very strong, but, is my Susanoo strong? At this time, Uchiha Shisui controlled the green Susanoo, and said with a cold face, your strength is enough to pass the Jonin assessment, but I want you to know that there is no future for practicing physical arts, only the spiritual transformation. To be able to go a step further. Does it worth? Uchiha Ryujin shook his head and replied, using Mangekyo Sharingan has side effects. In order to test me, you actually used Mangekyo Sharingan and pushed Susanoo to the 4th stage. It is undoubtedly killing the enemy and hurting itself. Worth it. Not to mention it's okay. When Uchiha Shisui's eyes overflowed with a ray of light, he said, where the leaves are flying, the fire is endless. I want to use Mangekyo Sharingan to let you know that your so-called pursuit is meaningless. Only the will of fire is the home of our Uchiha clan. Ha ha. Uchiha Ryujin shook his head calmly. There is no cure. This Uchiha Shisui is really hopeless. Has been brainwashed by the will of fire and became an avid believer. I think I can lead the Uchiha clan out of the predicament, and I think I can realize the peaceful coexistence of the Uchiha clan and Konoha village. As everyone knows, he was just a dog in the eyes of the senior Konoha. When it is useful, it is a good dog, and it can bite people. When it is not useful, it will be killed by the dog to take its eggs. Come on, I will make your proud physical skills worthless. Advertisement. At this time, Uchiha Shisui seemed to have figured it out. He wanted to strike Uchiha Ryujin's spirit by hitting Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills, and then let Uchiha Ryujin feel the greatness of the will of fire and achieve transformation. Boom. In the next moment, under the control of Uchiha Shisui, the green Susanoo squeezed 2 huge fists. Although there was no movement, the constantly overflowing chakra showed that there was explosive power in it, and the huge body stood there like a mountain. It is good. Uchiha Ryujin was too lazy to say something, and with a move of his mind, wisps of armament haki were wrapped around his fists. Yes, he also wanted to see how strong his physical skills were. Next moment, there was a sound of breaking through the air. Uchiha Ryujin's body flashed and exploded towards Uchiha Shisui. It just happened to be. Facing Uchiha Ryujin's active attack, Uchiha Shisui didn't panic and controlled the green. Susanoo slammed his right fist without hesitation. After a few seconds, Uchiha Ryujin's small fist and green Susanoo's big fist collided. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 17. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. In a blink, Uchiha Ryujin's small fist and green Susanoo's big fist collided. Boom. In the next moment, a deafening roar resounded. The terrifying shock wave of collision energy made the entire Konoha village tremble slightly. Seeing this scene, many ninjas at the scene can't help but lose their color. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. No one thought of facing Susanoo of Uchiha Shisui. Uchiha Ryujin actually took the initiative to launch an offensive, and also blasted Susanoo with his fists, which was simply shocking. And in the field, on the Naruto rock of 2nd generation, the green Susanoo and Uchiha Ryujin controlled by Uchiha Shisui both maintain the punching posture. But, the shock wave of terrifying power is sweeping out at a speed that can't cover your ears, and forcibly shake the 2nd Hokage rock to appear a ray of cracks visible to the naked eye. Click. Click. This is the sound of 2nd Hokage rock about to burst. Looking at Uchiha Ryujin's fist wrapped in black armament haki. Uchiha Shisui was dumbfounded. He didn't expect that Uchiha Ryujin's fist was so powerful. And in that seemingly thin body, there is such a domineering power, even Susanoo, who can be called invincible, can fight against him. To know, is this Susanoo? This is incredible. It's been a long time since I was so excited. Uchiha Ryujin's mouth showed a chuckle, and said coldly, your Susanoo is very strong, but, my physical skills are not weak. The next moment, before Uchiha Shisui hadn't reacted yet, armament haki on Uchiha Ryujin's fist suddenly flowed, and merged into Susanoo's fist at a speed that could not cover his ears. Yes, this is impressively the 4th stage of armament haki internal destruction. Advertisement. Boom. After armament haki poured into Susanoo's fist. Just as if it was a wild horse running away, raging wildly on the skeleton inside Susanoo's fist. Damn. Uchiha Shisui snorted, and the terrifying pupil power spread out and quickly confronted armament haki who had invaded Susanoo. Boom. After a while, the green Susanoo staggered back, and stepped back several steps before stopping. What power is this? After clearing armament haki, Uchiha Shisui opened his eyes slightly, his cheeks filled with shock and disbelief. Because, in his perception, the black energy in Uchiha Ryujin's hand is definitely not chakra, nor is it a limit to blood succession. This is a little weird. Boom. At this time, the already crumbling 2nd Hokage rock finally collapsed. Get up. Moonwalk. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. And at the moment the second Hokage rock broke. When Uchiha Shisui moved his mind, he controlled the green Susanoo to fly. As for Uchiha Ryujin, he used Moonwalk, which was also suspended in midair. Uchiha Ryujin, your physical skills are not as simple as they seem. In midair, Uchiha Shisui seemed to have recovered, staring at Uchiha Ryujin with a very solemn tone. It's so cool if I haven't played for a long time. Uchiha Ryujin waved his fist lightly. Okay. After watching Uchiha Shisui's Susanoo, Uchiha Ryujin is already imagining how terrible it is to drive Susanoo. For a simple example, how strong would it be if Whitebeard, one of the four emperors, opened Susanoo? When I think of this, even Uchiha Ryujin himself is a little excited. Then, come again. Uchiha Shisui glanced at Uchiha Ryujin and said in a deep voice. Advertisement. The huge green Susanoo appeared in front of Uchiha Ryujin in a flash, and his huge fist was mixed with the terrifying chakra, and crashed down. Facing this attack, Uchiha Ryujin didn't mean to retreat in the slightest, just hit it with a punch. Boom. Two fists of different sizes collided again. In an instant, with Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Ryujin as the center, countless air buzzing and shaking, forming waves of air, surging in all directions. And this is just the beginning. Bang! Bang! One after another roars resounded. Under the eyes of everyone, the huge green Susanoo and Uchiha Ryujin fisted against each other. Almost every punch was a tremor in the air, and even more cracks appeared in the air. Is this Uchiha Ryujin's physique? Can you actually fight against the legendary Susanoo? Guru, how terrifying is Uchiha Ryujin's physical strength? Quote. At this moment, many ninjas on the scene looked at Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Ryujin who were confronting each other. They were shocked and couldn't help taking a breath. They are not surprised by the strength of Uchiha Shisui. Rather, he was surprised that Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills were so powerful, it looked like a humanoid monster. What was even more annoying was that, facing the fists of Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Ryujin, many ninjas on the scene felt that they might be killed by a punch. After 10 minutes, boom, there was another roar. Under the shock wave of the terrifying air wave, the huge green Susanoo and Uchiha Ryujin each took dozens of steps back. What kind of monster this particular is? Call. Inside the huge green Susanoo. Due to the prolonged urging of Susanoo, Uchiha Shisui's eyes have already seen wisps of blood, which seem to flow out at any time. He wanted to use Susanoo to fight Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills. Result. He was blown away. The pupil power fluctuates violently, and the side effects are too great. And Uchiha Ryujin sighed inwardly after feeling it with observation haki. What else can I say? Advertisement. The side effects of Mangekyo Sharingan are very obvious, and Uchiha Shisui's physical fitness is too poor. More specifically, many ninjas in the ninja world have poor physical fitness. After only 10 minutes of fighting, he had some problems, and in Pirate World, the top monster level combat power, fighting for 10.5 months, that is quite normal. I'll continue to work hard to unlock the Whitebeard template. At the next moment, Uchiha Ryujin's observation haki seemed to have predicted something, and his eyes moved, and he said neatly, Uchiha Shisui, I will stop fighting. Yes, his observation haki foresaw that Uchiha Shisui would perform illusions. And so, there is no need to fight anymore. Anyway, if you continue to fight, there is no use for eggs. And through this battle, Uchiha Ryujin has shown his terrifying power in physical skills. It depends on what Konoha's senior management wants to do. Want to kill. The Uchiha clan will not allow it, and moreover, it may not succeed, and there are endless troubles. Not stifle. Then only open one eye and close one eye. Okay. After hearing this sentence, Uchiha Shisui frowned. Yes, since Susanoo can't do anything with Uchiha Ryujin, he intends to use illusion. After all, he is known as Uchiha's strongest ninja. The results of it, Uchiha Ryujin actually stopped fighting. But, if you don't fight, you won't fight. Drove for so long. Some of his Mangekyo Sharingan can't hold on. The only pity is that he didn't hit Uchiha Ryujin, thus instilling some will to fire in him. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 18. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Laugh. Since Uchiha Ryujin didn't want to play anymore, Uchiha Shisui could only move his mind even though he still had some whole cards, and his eyes quickly withdrew from Mangekyo Sharingan's state. Did you bleed? At the moment when he quit Mangekyo Sharingan, Uchiha Shisui's eyes were like tears, with wisps of blood flowing out, and many ninjas watching the scene were terrified. Quack. Quack. Next moment, accompanied by the crows of crows. In full view, crows flew from a distance and circled Uchiha Shisui, and within a few seconds, they cleaned the blood from Uchiha Shisui's eyes. I actually used my own blood to feed the crow. Seeing this scene, Uchiha Ryujin frowned and shook his head unconsciously. Shisui is still that Shisui. Unfortunately, thoughts have been brainwashed. This may be the sorrow of the so-called strongest phantom ninja. I think illusion is very strong, but, in front of Konoha village's strongest brainwashing illusion will of fire, I can only be brainwashed respectfully. It looks like the assessment is over. Uchiha Shisui is great, but, this Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills are also quite abnormal. The Uchiha clan is worthy of being the #1 family in Konoha village. There are endless geniuses, and they even practice physical skills so awesome. 11-year-old physical skill Jonin, Uchiha Ryujin is still great. Quote. Quote. Advertisement. And the whole scene. After the initial silence, it suddenly boiled. Joke. Today's assessment. They not only saw the terrible Susanoo of Shisui. It was an eye-opener to see Uchiha Ryujin, who has always been invisible. Haha, youth is passionate, I'm going to run 10 laps around Konoha village. At this time, after watching such a wonderful battle, the blood-boiled might guy laughed loudly, put a po very excitedly, and revealed his big white teeth. Kakashi, I'm going to train first. Huh, accompanied by a sound of breaking through the air. Before Kakashi hadn't reacted, the stimulated might guy has already gone to training enthusiastically. No way, read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. As a friend of Uchiha Ryujin, he knew that Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills were very strong. But, I didn't expect that Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills would be so strong. Ah. Good. Looking at the enthusiastic might guy, Kakashi's eyes showed a look of pain. After taking a deep look at Uchiha Ryujin, he seemed to have made some decision and turned away. It's time to get out of the fetters in his heart. He can only be worthy of Rin Nohara and Uchiha Obito if he lives hard. In an instant, Konoha village seems to have light, shining into Kakashi's heart. Advertisement. The assessment passed. Let Uchiha Ryujin invite us to eat grilled fish tonight. Not far away, Azuki Yuyan and Yurihong each clenched their small fists, and the two pairs of beautiful eyes looked straight at Uchiha Ryujin. What else can I say? Uchiha Ryujin did not disappoint them, he was a treasure boy. Damn. Sarutobi Asuma dropped the cigarette butt in his hand fiercely, especially after seeing Yurihong's eyes staying on Uchiha Ryujin from beginning to end, he was even more angry from one place. Let's go. It's time to go back and report, the Uchiha clan has another physical genius. Quote. Quote. Now that the assessment has ended, there is no need for some ninjas to stay here. Whether it is the ninja of Anbu, the ninja of the route, the ninja of the Konoha garrison, and the ninjas sent by families of all sizes, they all retreat in an orderly manner. Everyone knows very well, Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills will soon become famous in Konoha village. At the same time, Naruto's office. Uchiha Ryujin's physical skills are so strong. Looking at the crystal ball, third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen put down the pipe in his hand, his expression fluctuated, and muttered to himself, it's a pity, a genius who practices physical skills, is actually a ninja of the Uchiha clan, who has not yet practiced chakra and shinobi surgery. Ha ha. Shimura Danzo still showed a look of disdain as before, and said coldly, Uchiha Shisui's true ability has not been used yet, otherwise, Uchiha Ryujin can only be crushed. Yup. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded thoughtfully, and said, a ninja who doesn't practice ninjutsu and chakra, no matter how strong his physical skills, what good is it? As long as it is Uchiha who does not open our eyes, we can accept it. A greedy color flashed in Shimura Danzo's eyes, and said, the Uchiha clan is the most dangerous only Sharingan. No matter how strong the physical ninja, there is no threat. Yes. Sarutobi Hiruzen narrowed his eyes, picked up his pipe, and said, since Uchiha Ryujin has passed Uchiha Shisui's Jonin exam, I will make a simple statement. Can. Shimura Danzo added indifferently, the statement stated that Uchiha Ryujin is the first ninja of the Uchiha clan. I hope that people from the Uchiha clan will learn from Uchiha Ryujin. No. Upon hearing this sentence, Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned, and subconsciously refused. FCK said that Uchiha Ryujin is the first ninja of the Uchiha clan, and let the Uchiha clan ninjas learn physique. Isn't that a secret satire and disgusting Uchiha clan? After all, everyone knows that the Uchiha clan is proud of Sharingan. Up to you. Shimura Danzo shrugged and said quietly, anyway, I think it's time for the Uchiha clan to beat him. Gone. After saying this, Shimura Danzo left the office without looking back. Today, he has seen what he dreams of wanting. Next, it's time to make arrangements slowly. Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha clan, he can eat it, no one can save. Hit the Uchiha clan. Looking at Shimura Danzo's leaving back, Sarutobi Hiruzen exhaled a few puffs of white smoke, his expression fluctuating. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 19. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The next day, early in the morning. The news that Uchiha Ryujin of the Uchiha clan was promoted to the elite Jonin spread throughout Konoha village. Yes, is the elite Jonin. Originally, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen just asked Uchiha Shisui to test Uchiha Ryujin, whether he has the strength of Jonin, or did he practice chakra and ninjutsu. But, after the battle, not only did the two blast the Naruto rocks of 1st Hokage and 2nd Hokage, Uchiha Shisui also used the legendary Susanoo. As for Uchiha Ryujin, from beginning to end, he played against Uchiha Shisui by relying on physical skills. And so, in order not to lose the tongue, Sarutobi Hiruzen still let Uchiha Ryujin jump over Jonin. Promoted to the elite Jonin. On the one hand, I want to show my selflessness, and on the other hand, the Uchiha clan who is disgusting. After all, a Uchiha ninja who hasn't practiced chakra and ninjutsu, and promoted to the elite Jonin through physical skills is an invisible irony to Uchiha's many ninjas who opened Sharingan. Ever since, after this news, the entire Konoha village shook. No way, no one thought, a genius who has fallen silent. If you don't speak, you've become a blockbuster, and you have become an elite Jonin through physical training. Advertisement. More importantly, Uchiha Ryujin seems to be only 11 years old, right? The 11-year-old elite Jonin is more talented and perverted than Kakashi. Terrible. This is the first reaction of many civilians. As for the second reaction, of course I am happy and excited. You know, Konoha village has just won the 3rd Ninja World War. Now there is an 11-year-old elite Jonin, and everything is moving in a good direction. Uchiha Ryujin, Jonin, an elite physique cultivator. And some of the blood succession boundary clan in Konoha village involuntarily showed bitterness after learning about this. They are not stupid. Of course, I know that after the invisible struggle between the Uchiha clan and the Konoha high level, after a short period of cessation during the 3 world wars, it seems to be about to start again. Konoha village. The clan land of the Hyuga clan. The Uchiha clan has another super physique genius. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. I saw the patriarch of the Hyuga clan Hyuga Hiashi had a bitter look, and muttered to himself, we Hyuga clan, when will some geniuses appear? Aggrieved. Really frustrated. As one of Konoha's big family, Hyuga Hiashi thinks that the Hyuga clan is not inferior to the Uchiha clan. But, the fact is that he has been slapped in the face fiercely. The genius of the Uchiha clan emerges endlessly, and the genius Uchiha Shisui has completely risen. Now there is an 11-year-old physical elite Jonin Uchiha Ryujin. People are better than people. I'm really going to be pissed off. Big brother, this Uchiha Ryujin is just a Jonin, an elite of physical skills. If Sharingan is not turned on, it is not too abnormal. Advertisement. Jonin, the elite of physique, has some strength. Hyuga Hiashi sighed. Right in front, the patriarch of the branch house, Hyuga Hazashi, said helplessly, there are indeed many geniuses in the Uchiha clan. I heard that Uchiha Itachi, the son of Uchiha Fugaku, is also a genius and will soon be enrolled. However, we don't have to worry too much. At the next moment, Hyuga Hazashi seemed to have thought of something, and said meaningfully, the more high profile the Uchiha clan, the better our Hyuga clan's life will be. After all, the Konoha executives don't like too powerful families. Okay. Hearing this, Hyuga Hiashi's eyes flashed with a ray of light, and said, Uchiha who does not open Sharingan is a good Uchiha. The senior Konoha suddenly promoted Uchiha Ryujin to the elite Jonin. For the Uchiha clan, it may not be it's a good thing. Haha, I think so too. Hyuga Hazashi nodded and chuckled, we Hyuga clan can just watch the changes. Hyuga Hiashi seemed to have figured it out, and said, Hazashi, how is little Neji? Well, when it comes to my son. A ray of doting flashed in Hyuga Hazashi's eyes. A few days ago, his wife gave him a son, named Hyuga Neji. Wait a few days, I'll go see him. Hyuga Hiashi added with a smile, after all, as the head of the branch house in the future, I hope Hyuga Neji can shoulder the responsibility of protecting the clan. Okay. When it comes to the responsibilities of branch house. There was a ray of sadness in Hyuga Hazashi's heart, but, he nodded. What else can you say? His son Hyuga Neji. Once he was born, he was destined to shoulder the responsibilities and obligations of the branch house of the Hyuga clan and sacrifice his life to maintain the clan. At the same time, advertisement. Konoha Village. The base of the root organization. In a very dark and secret room. Interesting, really interesting, the Uchiha clan actually produced an elite jonin who practices physical skills. I saw a curious look on Orochimaru's gloomy cheek, one of the three ninjas, and said, Danzo, what do you think of this Uchiha Ryujin? Not so good. Shimura Danzo's cloudy cheek appeared with a hint of disdain, and said in a deep voice, don't you understand? Sarutobi is naked to kill Uchiha Ryujin. Besides, Jonin, a physical elite with Sharingan, but not ninjutsu and chakra, is enough to prove that Uchiha Ryujin's practice has gone astray. When it comes to this, Shimura Danzo also showed an expression that he thought he was in control of everything, and he scolded, a genius ninja of the Uchiha clan, who doesn't know how to make good use of Sharingan, is simply a violent scam. Of course, Shimura Danzo still didn't say a word. That's Uchiha Ryujin, who is full of people who don't know that the hungry people are hungry, they want Sharingan, but they can't get it. Uchiha Ryujin is good, and Sharingan is not well used, but he goes to practice physical skills, and he doesn't even consider the feelings of these ninjas who don't have Sharingan. Ms. Sarutobi is still so good. After hearing this sentence, a smile flashed through Orochimaru's snake-like eyes, and said, this Uchiha Ryujin has been promoted to the elite jonin, and the Uchiha clan will not seem to be calm. It will definitely be uneasy, we don't care about the Uchiha clan for now. Shimura Danzo must have eyes, waved his hand, and sneered, because, one day I will destroy the Uchiha clan, and then you will help me transplant Sharingan. No problem. Orochimaru shrugged, licked his tongue, and said in vain surprisingly, I want to conduct a human experiment. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 20. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. No problem. Orochimaru shrugged, licked his tongue, and said in vain surprisingly, I want to conduct a human experiment. Can't you wait any longer? Boom. When I heard that Orochimaru was about to conduct human experiments, Shimura Danzo stood up with a solemn expression and said solemnly, now our Konoha executives are already discussing the election of 4th Hokage. I will try my best to elect you, so we must be cautious. I cannot wait anymore. Orochimaru said with a gloomy face, my experimental research has reached a bottleneck. I must catch some genin and chunin and conduct human experiments. As for 4th Hokage, how many levels do you think my odds of winning? 5 floors. Shimura Danzo hesitated for a moment, and then said with uncertainty, at present, Namikaze Minato's voice is too high, and the prestige has risen. Coupled with the 3-game record, it can be said to be like a rainbow. Ha ha. Orochimaru stretched out his snake-like tongue and licked his lips, sarcastically, Ms. Sarutobi thinks he has control of everything, but I don't know, I have already seen everything. Joke. Orochimaru is not a fool himself. After the victory in the Battle of Kikyo Mountain, Sarutobi Hiruzen intentionally or unintentionally prevented Sannin from participating in the 3 wars, in order to pave the way for Namikaze Minato. Then you still have to participate in the 4th Hokage competition. Shimura Danzo glanced at Orochimaru. Definitely participate. Orochimaru grinned and said coldly, I want to know what Mrs. Sarutobi thinks, and I want to give up completely. It is good. Shimura Danzo nodded. Close to the subject, I must conduct a human experiment. Advertisement. At the next moment, Orochimaru took the initiative to change the topic and return to the topic just now. Can't you really wait? Seeing Orochimaru's words so solemnly, Shimura Danzo sat down again, frowning, and tangled color on his dark cheeks. For him, the so-called promotion of Uchiha Ryujin to elite jonin is just a small matter. Because, now Konoha's high-level situation is very complicated, and they are busy with the selection of 4th Hokage. At such a critical juncture, it is not too lucky for Orochimaru, one of the candidates, to conduct human experiments. I don't want to wait anymore. Orochimaru shook his head indifferently, and said coldly, human experiments are very important, and this will determine the feasibility of transplanting wood-style cells. It is good. As soon as I heard wood-style cells, Shimura Danzo's face was fixed, and he nodded neatly. Anyway, he and Orochimaru are only a cooperative relationship. Once exposed, Orochimaru will be back. It is impossible for him. Shimura Danzo. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Okay. Orochimaru smiled coldly when he heard the words, and said, I need the roots to catch me some living chunin and genin. A live chunin and genin. The voice hasn't fallen yet. Shimura Danzo showed a very embarrassed look. If it was in the three wars, it's easy to get some live Chunin and Genin. But, now that the three wars are over, if the Rooks rush to catch Chunin and Genin, once they are exposed, the consequences will be very serious. At least, Sarutobi Hiruzen will strip him alive. Advertisement. The ninjas of Konoha village can also. Seeing this scene, Orochimaru didn't know what Danzo was thinking, and said something disapprovingly. You are cruel. After hearing this sentence, Shimura Danzo's eyes shrunk slightly, and after speaking in a cold voice, he acquiesced. Okay, I'll go back first. Huh. After a white smoke, Orochimaru turned into a small white snake and disappeared. One day, I will also sit in the position of Naruto. After Orochimaru left, Shimura Danzo's eyes were deep and he didn't know what he was thinking. At the same moment, after learning that Uchiha Ryujin was promoted to the elite Jonin through physical skills, the Uchiha clan also caused an uproar. Many Uchiha clan ninjas were depressed after reacting, and some extreme Uchiha clan ninjas were already a little angry. Special. Everyone knows that the Uchiha clan is proud of Sharingan. Now, Uchiha Ryujin, who is practicing physical skills, has been promoted directly from Chunin to the elite Jonin. What does the Konoha executive want to show? Do you look down on Sharingan or satirize the Uchiha clan? The family land of the Uchiha clan. The central area, in a pavilion. Uchiha Fugaku sat there quietly holding the teacup, his eyes empty, as if he was thinking about something. What's wrong? Is there something bothering you again? Advertisement. I do not know how long it has been. Accompanied by a gentle female voice. I saw Uchiha Makoto with a slightly raised abdomen walking slowly over. The Uchiha clan has another elite Jonin. After hearing this sentence, Uchiha Fugaku regained consciousness afterwards, and said a little helplessly. Then you should be happy. Uchiha Makoto said calmly, an elite Jonin, in our Uchiha clan, is already considered high-end combat power. He is a physique for cultivating. Uchiha Fugaku shook his head and slowly explained, an elite Jonin who is proficient in physical skills has never appeared in the history of our Uchiha clan. For many extreme Uchiha ninjas, this may be a dimensionality reduction blow, and they may not be able to accept such anomalies. It is indeed a problem. Uchiha Makoto frowned involuntarily when he heard the words. As a member of the Uchiha clan, she certainly knows that some of the Uchiha clan ninjas have almost pathological confidence and pride in Sharingan. Now a ninja of the Uchiha clan who practices physical skills has become the physical elite Jonin, that is a different kind. Forget it, let's call Uchiha's senior management for a meeting. The next moment, Uchiha Fugaku rubbed his head with a headache, and said, the appearance of Uchiha Ryujin has opened up another way for Uchiha. After all, Sharingan is good, but the side effects are too great. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and evaluation. Cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement.